Oh, what's up, guys? Happy Friday to you. Chat's popping off already. That's good to hear. Everybody's starting to pile on in. Gents, I hope you're having a good one here. Bulldozer coming on in. So Bulldozer's excited for some Winds of War kicking off tomorrow. Starcab coming in. What's going on, man? Starcab throwing up the Army Star. Ghostface Kill is hanging out over on YouTube. Let's get it. Mr. Wild, super excited. Sadly, I'll be partaking in Invictus Fleet Week. Oh, interesting. Okay. Invictus Fleet Week after my work week. But I'll keep the streams up. There we go. Starcab, we cracking rippets? Tonight we've got the same Zevia Orange. That's what we're going with. I've got a couple more of these we're going to get in our body here. Ah, man. We are out of our Liquid Death. Need to place that order there. Hey, yeah, actually, there it is, Starcab. That kind of looks like the same stuff, right? That's the Tango there.
You know when you've been tangoed.
All right, let's go ahead and crack the can then, get the Zevia going. Art by SL coming in saying, love the shirt. Oh, okay, yeah. So the shirt, this is the Murdered Out Tango tab up in the TangoPapaDelta.com store. Got onto a kick. We got a bunch of stuff on black on red, and I'm really digging the color scheme. Blank Chip is hanging out over on Rumble. Rumble, rise up. Welcome on in, Rumble. Mr. Wild over on Twitch saying, didn't restock the Liquid Death? We have not yet. I think I've got one can of the root beer style left. Might be able to do that. Blank Chip asking, do we have a release date for after the early access? Kinda. I mean, they've talked about it with the content creators, but it's not something that we can talk about because I don't think it is actually set. I think it's an estimate right now. I'm pretty sure what is going to happen is they want to see how things go with the playtest. So they get all the content creators out there doing the playtest. If things go well, you know, minimal bugs, then I think we'll probably see it sooner than later. Rainer coming in over on YouTube, Que Pasa Tango. It's going pretty well tonight, actually. What's going on with you, sir? Bulldozer making his bet. I bet it's the Friday after the early playtest. Well, the early playtest ends this Wednesday. So you're saying in 1 week? I would say that would be one successful playtest. Like 0 bugs. Minimal bugs, perhaps. Blank Chip, I'll tell you what, brother. As soon as I know, and we can tell you, I will let you know. But I'm pretty sure as soon as that date becomes available and is official, Grayzone Warfare is going to blast it out to everybody.
FBI, open up!
Mr. Wild kicking in the first door of the night. That's the front door there. In Splinters. First up, first in. That is Mr. Wild. Yes, sir. King Rigid coming over. What's going on, King Rigid on Twitch? Got the TANGO Tango. Yeah. So it's Friday night. And the feeling's right for a little Gray Zone. I need to pour my Zevia. I forgot to do that. Because, you know, I got to let this stuff sit. It's going to be a little sudsy up at the top there. Let that settle down a bit. So what else is going on, guys? Anything cool? Sheena coming in over on YouTube, reminding me you need to get your Amazon wish list up so I can buy you Liquid Death. There we go. Yeah, if you guys want to get me hydrated, that'll be a good way to keep Tango hydrated. We'll have to get that Amazon wish list. I'm going to have to keep some flavors off, I think. I think the fudge sundae, we're probably not all that hot on the fudge sundae, but you guys can just drown me in cherry obituary. That's the way I roll. Art by SL coming in. Gotta love a good NDA. Yes, sir. That is true. So NDA, I don't want to offend anybody. I gotta stay in Mad Finger Games' good graces. So we will not break that NDA. Rainer coming in saying, I think next Tuesday or Thursday. They always do it pretty quick. Yeah. If they follow the same pattern, it was fairly quick after the drop of 0.2. So, Bulldozer coming in. Does that replenish 50 hit points in hydration? You know, the Zevia does pretty well, except this is more so of a 0-calorie soda, whereas the Liquid Death, like, solidly is a carbonated water.
Hey Tango Papa back in Twitch tonight.
Yo, Timothy McGee hanging out over on Twitch. Coming in with that resub for 4 months. Timothy McGee, thank you so much, sir. Timothy McGee has been hanging around for 4 months, so might be a good time to mention here. I do have a special token for the members of the unit that stick around for a good while here. So this is the unit coin here. If I get a good focus on that. That is a good, solid coin. About 2.5 inches tall there. It's got the antiqued silver finish there with that red enamel maroon beret. And then on the back there, we've got my parachuting logo there. Our motto in Latin. And they're also serialized. If you see that little plate there, that's for all the serial numbers. So, if Timothy McGee has been around for 4 months, Timothy McGee would qualify, I do believe, over on Twitch here. I think at the 8-month mark is where that goes out. Like I said, they are serialized, so I keep track of every single coin that goes out. I know who they go to. You guys are a small roster. And by the way, if you guys want to see where that's at, I have that roster up on TangoPapaDelta.com. All those names are up there, as well as all of our supporters. So you guys can check that out. Mr. Wild coming in. Are you a fan of Death Wish, Tango? So the coffee, stupid question. Does Death Wish have any decaf? Because I am trying desperately to live that caffeine-free life, man. Caffeine gets its grips in me so badly. It's my drug, man. Caffeine is my #1 drug. But yes, Liquid Death is the way that we roll for sure.
FBI, open up!
Second door of the night. Beastman's kicking it in. That's going to be the side door. Beastman's is making his way on in. Welcome on in, Beastman's. Blank Chip coming in over on Rumble. Just got off work waiting for you to kill some scavs. I'm not quite sure we call these guys scavs. I think that might be a little offensive to them.
FBI, open up!
Third door of the night. King Rigid. King Rigid, lucky you. You got the back door. But absolutely.
FBI, open up!
And that's my bathroom door. Orum has kicked in the bathroom door. Luckily, I'm not currently sitting on the toilet, so nothing embarrassing going on there. King Rigid, you like that one, huh?
FBI, open
Holy
up!
crap, Rigid, I don't have any more doors, dude. You're kicking in closet doors at this point. Looks like I have another trip to Home Depot in the works here. Blank Chip, what do we call them? Guys, help me out with this. What do we call the AI in this game? We have the LAF forces. Okay. So those guys are soldiers. LAF forces. What do we call the local gangbangers? Have we got a term for them? Because they're not scavs, right? Scavs, that's an EFT thing. I just call them the locals, but I'm not entirely sure that's quite accurate. I think technically they are local, but they're kind of up to no good. The base guards call them rats. Can we go around calling them rats? That seems even more offensive. Because they're gang members, right? They have like a gang hideout there. They got several gang hideouts in each area. They have like a gang leader. I don't know. I just want to be not necessarily politically correct with them, but I want to be sensitive to their feelings. Or I'm coming in, to be fair, they're gang members and they're scavenging what they can, picking it clean. I mean, so maybe not entirely inaccurate. I do think calling them scavs would be a little bit too Escape from Tarkov-ish. All right. So, I think I'm on a mission tonight, guys. Tiger Bay absolutely ripped us a new one. King Rigid coming in saying they are scum, Tango. I'm good with calling them scum. Yeah, that works. Convict coming over on Twitch. Will this game ever get some controller support? So, I'm trying to remember all the chatter that I've seen, man. And I do think that Rick has come out and said that they have controller support in the works, but I'm not sure of the timing on that. And I actually think I might be wrong about the whole not coming to console thing. I'm pretty sure I saw Rick put that out on X today as well, that consoles might happen, but that's going to happen after 1.0. So yeah, he does say that is a stretch goal for sure. Convict coming in over on Twitch with the follow. There we go. Thank you so much, sir. Bulldozer saying can't call them vultures anymore. Mr. Wild, okay, so as far as the Death Wish coffee goes, scoured the website, sadly no decaf. That makes sense because I think their whole shtick is like super caffeinated coffee, right? I'll bet you it tastes really good though. Yeah, Death Wish coffee, I mean, the last I had looked into them, they were kind of more so that smaller batch type of roasters, and that stuff always tastes so good. You know, Black Rifle coffee used to taste good when it was kind of on that scale, and then they definitely got too big for their britches, so I'm not quite sure it's as freshly roasted that you can get made to order. We feeling the CQ today? Orem, I saw your build there. I do have a CQ that I can dress up. Now that CQ is single fire, right? Orem coming in saying that Mara always said console would be after full release. Okay, so that's the talking point then. After 1.0, then they'll start looking at console. But I do believe that controller support is probably before that though. Strongest coffee in the world, Mr. Wild. So that's what leads me to believe that, yeah, decaf, Death Wish is definitely not on the plat. Here we go. Rainer. Tango, I was messing around with the SKS 74U, or is that the AK 74U? And the AK 12. They both use the same ammo. They use the same mags. Had short and long range covered. Worked pretty well. Good. Had a lot of fun. Okay, so you were using AK 12 as well with that 74U. They would use the same magazine, right? So you're using the 5.45 ammo and magazines. They fit in both. That 12 gives you a little bit more reach. That would be a good combo. Because definitely that 74. Ooh. With our particular play style of mag dumping, does not go very well. Speaking of mag dump, I just remembered this. Okay, so guys, I uploaded the mag dump mode emote. So if you are a subscriber on Twitch, because I haven't ported it over to YouTube yet, but if you're a subscriber on Twitch, if you check out your emotes, let me know if you see that little magazine taking a dump on the toilet. It should be there. They might still have to approve it, so I'm not entirely sure if it's made it all the way through yet. Bulldozer saying, go in with the Mossberg. We did a shotgun run, and the slugs also presented a bit of an issue. You got to be dead on with those slugs. If you miss them, you're kind of dead. Shaltor coming in with it. There we go. Orem hitting it. Mag dump mode is live. Oh, God. What have we done, gentlemen? Mag dump mode. Okay, guys. You guys have my permission to take that emote into every single Gray Zone Warfare stream you see around on Twitch and just hit them with that mag dump mode. Let them know what we're about here. Flat Butt Cheek coming in over on Twitch. MP7 is going to be fun. I think the MP7 is going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to using that one. We're going to get a little CQB out of that MP7, but even more so, I'm wanting to see just exactly what is capable with the SIG MCX in 300 Blackout. There's supposed to be a bunch of different configurations there. So, Steven Riffle hitting us up with the MDM. There we go. Art by SL on YouTube asking, am I still banned on TikTok? Guys, I just tried before this stream to reapply. I am most definitely still banned on TikTok. Steven Riffle coming in with the 10 gifted subs over here on Twitch. Awesome, man. Thank you so much, Steven Riffle. Gigantic supporter of the stream there, man. Hey, look, Convict picked one up there, man. He just joined up, too. Perfect. Guys, all right. So, look at that. We just got 10 more dudes who can use the mag dump mode emote, qualifying for it now. You guys get all that stuff, plus the normal things that you get as a Twitch subscriber. And if you keep your eyes on the rolling ticker, down underneath me here, you guys do get 10% off of merchandise over at the TangoPapaDelta.com store. So, all the great things you guys get. Thank you so much, Stephen Riffle, for handing those out there, man. That is awesome. Mr. Wild coming in. Yo, Tango for the win. I shall spread MDM like it ate Taco Bell. It kind of does look like that magazine ate Taco Bell. Having a real bad time on that toilet, though. Is it Taco Bell? Or is it more so like that magazine ate a bunch of MREs? Because I feel like it's dumping out. So maybe it's the Taco Bell side, but he's straining really hard. And that's kind of more so the MRE side of the house. All right, so Rainer coming in on YouTube on the CQ just changed the receiver to an M4 receiver, and now it's auto and semi. Technically, isn't it just an M4 at that point? Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going to differentiate a CQ from an M4, except just the receiver, right? I think all the other parts are pretty much just interchangeable. Blank Chip coming in over on Twitch now. There we go. Hey, Blank Chip, we can't leave Rumble. We can't leave Rumble just sitting there all alone. I want Rumble to come alive. Rumble, what's going on, guys? Let me know you're still alive over there. Yeah, so Oram coming in saying M4 receiver means it's an M4. Yep. The beef taco MRE. Oh, dude, that is mixing things that should not happen. Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely going to have a good time there. Bulldozer hitting us up with that MDM emote. Guys, so that is all on you. I gotta say, chat came up with that concept. All I was the conduit to make it real. That the mag dump mode is our thing. Blank Chip is still hanging out over there on Rumble. There we go. Jerry Too Lit coming in over on YouTube. It's eating Taco Bell first thing after getting out of the field. Oh God, yeah. And I tell you what, man, I have seen some actual horror stories in those latrines in the field. Man, everybody packing down MREs, that is a bad time. But yeah, once you come back out of the field and you lay down some real food on top of that, that is just packing, that is packing a bunch of explosives on a gigantic 150 millimeter round. That's more of a White Castle strain. Is that what it looks like? Art by SL. Bulldozer coming in over on Twitch. I had my wisdom pulled and had to blend my Sloppy Joe MRE all together. Oh, yeah? So you had your wisdom teeth pulled and then you had to like be very, very careful with those MREs, huh? Mr. Wild, no! By the gods, no! Yeah, that's awful stuff, man. That's awful to think about. It's a great feeling, though, after you get rid of all that evilness. All right. Let's see here. We're sitting at about 20 minutes in. I'm surprised I haven't gotten a 2 hours later yet. I usually get that about this time. That's the little hint that chat gives me to move on and start playing the game.
2 hours later.
There it is. Beastmans, thank you so much. Okay. Here we go then. Mr. Wild, I mean, it's your colon. It's your colon to do what you wish. All right, let's jump on in, see where we're at with this game here. I did actually download the playtest version, so everything should be good to go for tomorrow morning. The only thing I didn't do was jump into a server because the last time I did that was 0.2. Ricky slapped my hand. I apparently did something wrong. I jumped into the server a little too early. So we made sure that we're going to stay on Ricky's good side. We do not want to anger the Red Panda. All right, how we looking? We brought everything back after our last run, but we did lose a lot of gear out there. Tiger Bay, absolute nightmare last night. So we're going to have to go show him back. It's kind of how I'm feeling today. We'll see if it's any better. Guys, I don't know. How many of you have been getting some rounds in since last night of some Gray Zone Warfare? Is the AI still like a little Terminator-y? Or was it just me? Is it just me and my skill issue? I wouldn't be surprised if it is my skill issue. I mean, in all fairness. Mr. Wild coming in saying, I would have stuck with Drink Mix. Ghostface Killer, I was trying to be polite. Bulldozer coming in saying that they are still cracked out there. All right. Top off my orange. Keep myself hydrated here. All right, we got plenty of green tip here. Beastman saying that they did a server restart last night. Yeah? You think they may have pushed an update there? They were on the West Coast server, then went to Central, and they were not bad. Okay, Blank Chip coming in over on Rumble with that. Well, I am on Central servers. If you guys want to come find me, we are definitely on US Central. We'll see how they are tonight. Okay, so I used the blood out there. I think that's when we were playing Medic. So Suture Kit is looking pretty down, as well as a blood. Let's go pick up some of those. There we go. Okay, I can take off my red dot because we are solidly in daytime here. For the time being. I still have my Tiger Bay keys on me. So you guys don't have to yell at me about my keys. Everything should be pretty green because this is all fairly new stuff. Rainer coming in on YouTube. They're a bit spicy today. That's not what I'm wanting to hear. I want a good, easy run. I want to go over there and just completely stomp them. But I don't think that's going to be the case. We are going to blame the AK. Art by SL, I wish I could blame the AK. That's how it started out. But when I went back over there with the M4s, it just continued, man. They were hitting me with those headshots left and right. One tapping me like crazy. Orm has been chilling in Tiger Bay all day. Has it been pretty easy for you over there in Tiger Bay? What's our map looking like? We got one homie looking like he's making his way in. Oh, Navi. I remember that name. Okay. I know Navi. A bunch of people in Starter Town. Oh, you know what's going on? I'm thinking we got a bunch of people who are coming in, playing Gray Zone Warfare for the first time in a long time, because 0.3 is coming out real soon. They're trying to get their legs underneath them again. Strucky coming in saying, been on an ABI. Loving the AEK at 750 RPM. Yeah, we don't have an AEK over here. What's the highest fire rate AK in Gray Zone? Do they have fire rates listed? That would be a good question. Let me see. Let's go check out. I mean, it would probably be... Oh, I guess I could check throughout the 12s here. Do they have... Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay, so fire rate, that's 700 on the AK-12. AK-12s. AK-15s are 700. So a lot of these are probably going to be the same. 700 on the AK-19. The 74 is a little lower. Yeah, and these are probably going to be your higher rates of fire, right? If we go solidly into the 7.62s, I think your fire rates are going to slow down considerably. AKM 600s. 74U, yeah, 650. So there you go. If you hit the AK-12s, the AK-15s, the 19s, you're looking at 700. And not bad, right? But yeah, that AEK, I think, is known for its high fire rate. Mr. Wild, here we go. Not to start the rant, but for dudes rocking inferior, outdated tech, they were rocking you yesterday. Are we trying to start the rant, or are we trying to start a fight, Mr. Wild? Them are fighting words, but it's not untrue. They were getting me. So, if you get a lucky shot off with your AK and it shoots me in the face, that's what happens. They may not have been aiming, though, is my point. They could have been firing overhead and hitting all their shots, and they would have got me. It's not like they had to reload, right? Lost power 3 hours ago, Cat2s. No power means no AC, oven, much more. Oh, goodness gracious, man. Has the power come back to you? All that stuff needs to be running, man. Strucky FPS coming in over on Twitch. Sorry for all the questions, but also have they added like valuable items to loot if you run to loot spots. So yes, there are more valuable items in the game, because they were fairly basic in 0.1. Come 0.2, they added some newer stuff. The loot still doesn't really do anything for you. It really is just to trade. So it's only valued in money. It's not used for anything. So if you're familiar with Escape from Tarkov, which I'm assuming you probably are, you know that higher tier loot in Tarkov will do things like, you know, you can assemble gear with it, you can make weapons, you can trade it, of course, or build your hideout, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're not quite there on the economy, not quite like that. But I imagine we'll probably see even more things come in with 0.3. Let's see here. Oh no, the power is still out. Oh, Cattoos, I'm sorry to hear that, man. It's been like 3 hours with the power out? What kicked that off? Snowball, what's up, sir? Snowball's coming in. Good evening, Tango. Hope you are well. I am very well. We are kicking off the game here. All right, so yeah, we were just checking out the rates of fire on the AKs. And actually, now that I think about it, let's take a look at Gunny, because I want to look at the M4s, see what they're sitting at. They're probably not going to be all that high. Well, we got 800 on the DDM4. I'm actually kind of surprised. I wasn't actually tracking what that would be. Something looks a little weird here. Is it just me? Is it just me, or do I not have all the M4s? Maybe it's just me. Is this DDM4, has that always been the top tier one? 800 RPM? I must just be tripping because we have all these other extra M4s. I thought he sold something more along the lines of this, but I guess I'm wrong. Oh, man. Oh, Cattoos. So very bad storms. Apparently a tornado kind of touched down. Power lines are down. Haven't driven out to see anything. Dude, can you make it out? Cattoos, you got to grab some grub, dude. I'm kind of hoping not everything in your refrigerator is going to be bad, but if it's been like 3 hours without power already, if you've left the refrigerator closed, you might still be good. Mother141 coming in over on Twitch. How's it going, Tango? We are going well. Actually, okay, couple new guys have been streaming in here. Guys, hit me up with that mag dump mode if you got that. We need to show these latecomers here what that mag dump mode's all about. Yeah, we got a new emote based on the stream favorite, mag dump mode. Cattoos is saying, I can, but stuff is closed. Closed because of the time or closed because of the storms? And your fridge has been shut. Dude, don't starve out there. Somebody, we need to get a gift package out to Cattoos. Make sure he stays alive out there. Send him a box of MREs. Yeah, keep it closed as long as you can, Mr. Wild. Very, very good advice there, because you never know how long that power is going to be out. Got to keep that sucker shut. So if you got anything dry in the pantry, that's probably your better way to go. Okay. All right. So Navi is working his way down to Tiger Bay. He's going along the outside, though, sticking around over by the lake. Let's head to Juliet 2 and work our way in from the west side. There it is, Mr. Wild. And Snowball coming in with that mag dump mode. Beautiful. I love to see it. I love to see it. And like I was saying earlier, man, you guys go to other channels and represent with that mag dump mode. If we got players, if we got content creators out there who are just absolutely rocking that full auto, hit them with that mag dump mode.
Raven, wheels down and ready to load.
Chili Mac MREs, y'all. That's what Cattoos is requesting. Get him with that Chili Mac. Yo, Fleshgut coming in over on YouTube. What's going on, Fleshgut? How's it going? What's your next choice, though? I don't have many left, Mr. Wild. Yeah, I don't have any MREs, man. You guys must keep in mind, MREs, like the military uses, those things are only shelf stable for like 2 years, I think it is. I'm trying to remember what the guidance is on those. They're only supposed to be able to last to get you through the military supply chain and get out to a training exercise, right? get out to the guys in the field, get out to the guys on the front lines, that kind of thing. They are not meant to keep for very long. So if you're holding on to MREs as a survival food, go ahead and eat them, and then go buy some freeze-dried stuff, because
Get ready.
the freeze-dried stuff is what you get going for like 25-year shelf stability. Beggars can't be choosers, Cat2s? Yeah. You say that, and you're going to end up with that veggie omelet one. Awful. Ghostface Killer. I came here to see you kill something, so let's kill something. Ghostface Killer, we're getting started. 2 hours later, we're going to go get some kills. Yeah, Mr. Wild, 2 to 3 years, that's what I thought. Fleshgut coming in over on YouTube, hyped for the update.
Spread out.
There we go. Ghostface be nice. Ghostfaces. He has full a license to go ahead and tell me to start killing things. Ghostface knows the deal. Oh, no, Cat2s, we do not want that veggie omelet. That is the worst. Thorlu coming in over on YouTube. We are super excited for tomorrow, man. This is going to be pretty awesome. It's going to start off really early, though. I'm not used to streaming so early. I think it's going to be about 9 o'clock my time. Yeah, 9 o'clock my time, 11 Eastern. That's going to be when 0.3 goes live for all the pre-release party stuff. So I might actually have to dip into the caffeine tomorrow morning. Kind of thinking about it. Cat2's coming in over on Twitch. Twitch Mobile is still dumb, dude. I have heard that. It's not the best. There are some things that just downright don't work on Twitch Mobile. Okay, no homies in the street. Good there. What were we calling them? Scum? Somebody's getting in some stuff, though. Where's he at? I'm hearing that far away. Orem coming in. Wait, you're going to start with the starting time? That's kind of what I'm thinking. I am thinking about breaking it up into a couple different streams. So I will... My plan is to go ahead and start with the 09 kickoff. And then take a break, because I'll probably have some things I need to do. You know, mow the lawn, cook some lunch, the usual things that I do when I'm not having a streaming day. And then come back probably for like maybe an afternoon one, kind of what I'm thinking. A Saturday afternoon stream. Did we get him? I think we got him. Got another one, though. There we go. Oh, they are stacking up over there. Got to make sure I hit that first one in the face. That's what's going to get these guys. That's what's going to keep me safe. All the speculations are correct. Mow the lawn? Man, you sound like me. Cat2s? Yes, sir. I got duties. I do have duties I have to perform. I guess we'll see if the weather holds out, though. That's the kind of thing that might be a little unpredictable around this area. Oh! Where is that coming in from? Oh, whoa. He's elevated somewhere. Negative visual. Negative visual. There he is. And down. Nice measured shots from distance. There we go. Thorlu coming in over on YouTube. TTV is fun with all the alerts and engagement, but it does not work as well as YouTube for the actual stream itself. It would be cool if Twitch TV drops would also work as YouTube drops, but that's just like my opinion, man. And that's a very good opinion. I wish that the streaming services would allow a lot more consolidation, because there are third-party tools that could make things work, right? Even if these guys did not want to develop it, you got third-party tools that can consolidate all your chat, you know? But some people, and I'm not going to name names, will not allow you to do that. That would be against their streaming terms of service. But they don't have anything to worry about, man. Not that I think. You consolidate all that stuff in order to bring people together. Oh. So, God, this is my least favorite part of getting into Tiger Bay, is getting over this damn wall. Because that animation takes so long for me to get over the wall, and they can completely just rack a few rounds at me and kill me. So, maybe we try going in a little bit more on the ground if I can. I suppose as long as I clear this little patio area here, that this should make for a little bit safer entry. Cross the border, come on. Here we go. Sounds as bad as Nintendo right now, Mr. Wild. It's probably about that bad. Yeah, they do want exclusivity because they're afraid that their platform cannot compete if they didn't force that exclusivity. I'm still in full auto here. Let's change that up. They got me dialed in though. Just got to make sure I don't expose myself too badly here. And make sure my arm stand gets back up here. So the update is tomorrow for everyone. I haven't looked into it much. No, not for everybody. No, sir. That is going to be the pre-release for content creators. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that's the pre-release for content creators solely. So they hand out keys for the playtest. But with that in the works, I think you can guarantee that the actual live date should be coming up really soon for everybody. So something to look forward to. And hopefully we get an official date here pretty soon. Okay, guys, I'm going to say it. I like this approach better because I can keep my eyes on nearly all of the bad guys who might be trying to shoot me. Much better than jumping over the wall. Thorlu coming in. Could throw a potato to the right quite a ways to get the bot's attention before vaulting the wall. That's actually a pretty good one. Does it really take their attention off quite that much? Because that is, that's a good solid technique then. We might want to use that in different areas. Yeah, a good distraction device. Okay, I heard someone say F my mother, but I didn't see where that was from. Keep an eye downrange. And then in this little alley here. Mother 141, what is going on? Expect the update in a week and a half. That's what you're thinking? Okay. Tiberius. Some people who aren't content creators got it. Yeah, and I think they sweet-talked the devs. So, yeah, it wasn't just content creators, but that's what they're shooting for. Oh, he went inside. Look at that. He opened the door to go hide out inside. Snowball, how rude. Thorlu says that they will at least look in that direction. Well, good. We can use some distraction. Do you think that they would look harder if it were a flashbang? Actually, let's... I know that guy's like right over here. Okay, I would like those grenades to have a lot more power. That guy should definitely be looking like spaghetti sauce about now. Time to stock bangers. Mr. Wild, if bangers actually do something. Yeah, I'm not entirely convinced that they actually blind the AI. I haven't really played with it, so I don't know. Okay, that's a little dangerous. I exposed my flank too badly there. All right, other side now. Beautiful. Taking them one at a time. Jump up, jump down. Okay, I'm hearing the chirping to the right. But they are inside the room. Nobody in the mall middle. Everybody to the left is dead. Good to go. Interested in seeing me go up against Dammit Bennett? We'll see if we run into each other. What faction is Bennett in? Oh, bad reload. I'm hearing him. Not seeing him. He might be upstairs.
FBI, open up!
There we go. Redneck Atheist kicking in my door. Where are we at with the doors now? Someone made their way all the way to the bathroom, so that had to have been like the bedroom closet door, maybe. Don't go digging around through my undies there, Redneck Atheist. The best one, of course, Crimson. Mother 141. Oh. Those Crimson guys. Tiberius hit me with the boing. As we start talking about my unmentionables in the closet. I'll give you one free pick. If you want to take one home with you, feel free, man. Just one. All right. Second floor and not dead yet. There we go. I mentioned undies. I know that's what gets people started up there. Mr. Wild, yes, we are kicking in the closet doors by now. Here we go. Redneck Atheist with the call to action. WTF, late again. Like, subscribe, follow, comment, share, and add notifications because I just kicked down a door that hasn't even been installed yet. Yeah, you kicked an open door frame. If you're not careful, you're going to blow out a knee doing that. Crimson. Ha! Crimson. Like I said, Crimson guys, they got very loose morals, man. They play in the gray area, you know? It's a lot of war crimes, that kind of thing. We Mithras guys, we keep things on the up and up, you know? Honorable, professional, accountable. We're the guys that you call when you need something done. Mithras for life. There we go. Handsome. Yes, we're also very handsome. I think that is that's a screener that they use. You got to be at least a 7.5 out of 10. Whereas Crimson, I think you have to have a rap sheet. You have to have committed like at least 7.5 felonies in order to be on Crimson. All right, well, I'm not seeing anybody up on the top floor. I'm hearing them all day, though. They got to be downstairs. Did I hear Geneva achievements? Mr. Wild, yeah, so we are good with the Geneva Convention. I'm kind of thinking that if you look into their background, you could probably get those Crimson guys on a lot of conflicts with the Geneva Convention. A lot of infractions there. We probably need to go haul them into The Hague, bring them up on charges there. Crimes against humanity. And just war crimes in general. 7.5 years in prison, Tiberius. There we go. Yep, that's what I'm thinking. 12 war crimes. They have to have committed 12 war crimes and spent 7.5 years in prison. And that's when you qualify for Crimson. All right. I need to be better at looking for ammo. So let's check this ammo box. Does look like it's full there. A1, I'll take it. 5.45. We got the BT. I guess PP's okay too. Okay, little bit higher tier ammo. I like it. We've learned that we need to check the boxes. Because not everything great I can buy from the traders. So it's like the Army and Marines again. Ghostface Killa, that's what it is, man. It's a rivalry where there's no like super discernible difference. We just we squabble over how cool each other are. And if you were wondering, yes, the Army is cooler than the Marines. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. That's just how it is. It's not a war crime the first time. Thorlu, you are correct. However, the follow-up 11 times, they're most definitely war crimes. We'll let you slip with the first one. Mother 141. Listen, it was sanctioned by a political member. The name rhymes with Hilton. I got you. I got you doing some dirty work, doing some wet work. The Air Force is cooler than the Army. Mr. Wild, there are most definitely lots of things about the Air Force that are very much cooler than the Army. Let me list them. You guys have better bases. You guys have better chow. You guys got hotter chicks, and I don't know how that happened. What else? What else? You guys got cooler toys. Really. I mean, I wish we had some two-winged fast movers. All we have is a rotary in the Army. Guys, is Tiger Bay dead? Tiger Bay is feeling pretty dead at the moment. I may have caught just the outside guys who are a bunch of respawns. But so far, Tiger Bay looks like it has been thoroughly worked over. Better knees? Yes. Yes, you guys have much better knees at this point. You guys can retire with most of your cartilage intact. Which is... crap. Yeah, which is not a bad thing. Okay, I got friendlies somewhere. That must be Homeboy coming in. Who is that? Navi. Navi's finally made his way over. There we go. I'll let him get some. He's out over this way somewhere. The bay itself is looking pretty clear. Better base locations. So let's talk about that. Because the Air Force, while they do have some really good base locations, they have got some real bad base locations. I mean, can we talk about the northernmost base up in Greenland? Help me out with the name of that. Is that Tula Air Force Base? That one is... I would not want to be stationed there. And I was very close to going to do some contract work up there. That is out in the middle of nowhere, brother. Fort Hood has entered the chat. Yes. Don't compare anything to Fort Hood. That is not fair. Not fair whatsoever. My last station was in Colorado Springs, man. The base itself not so hot. I'll be honest. It's a pretty small base for the size of the units that you have down there. However, Colorado Springs is pretty cool. I should take that M62, shall I? Let's take the M62. Is M62 Tracer? Shit. Okay, they're not shooting at me. I think they're shooting at Navi. All right, where was that ammo crate at? I think over here. M62, I will take it. And then this is just Tracer, right? 7.62 by 5.4. The SR? I don't think the SR is any good, is it? If you use the M700 or the AK308, yeah, that's going to be the one that I want, right? Thorlu, as a Canadian, even that's way too cold. Dude, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, I've done military exercises with the Canadians. Up over by Fort Wainwright. Maple Resolve kind of stuff we've done before. However, pretty good time of the season to be up there. But God, northern Greenland, dude. Tula Air Base is halfway between here and Moscow, going over the North Pole. No frickin' thank you. And so set aside that it's super cold. It is also in the middle of nowhere, dude. There's nothing around. I heard somebody. That didn't sound like an AI voice line. Odd. I wonder what that was. So M61, M62, and 51 are the best ammo. I'll have to keep an eye out. Like I said, I haven't played too much of the AK.
Right above me, just so you know.
There he is. Ah, that's your voice. That's who I was hearing. Is that you, Navi?
Yep.
Gotcha, brother. Ah, he's wounded. Now he's down. There we go. Rosecrans is small. Whiteman is a pain in the ass. Oh, Whiteman? Okay, I know Whiteman. Whiteman's out in Missouri, right? And Rosecrans, I'm not sure where that one's at. Where's Rosecrans at? Okay, so we shot the hell up out of this box. But the armory's back here. Let's go check out the armory. I've got my keys on me. We got to do it. We'll see if we find any good stuff here. Another ammo box. BT, let's take it. All right, we'll take some A1. That's fine. XD in 7.65? Nah. I don't play with whatever platform that is. What else can we find here? Were you stationed at Carson? Yes, Mother 141, I was stationed at Carson. 60 round magazines we can purchase, right? What kind of ammo do we have in here? That's just FMJ. Yeah, we can purchase the 60 round magazines. Let's see what's in here. Okay, so it's out in St. Joseph, Missouri. Ah, Skull Mask. It's been a while since I come across one of those. Actually, let's do a switch out. I want that Skull Mask on. Boom. Yep, I've driven past Whiteman many a time. That's kind of old stomping grounds there. That FPS made you dizzy? Oh. Did I just screw you guys up there? Might have been spinning around too hard. Spitting distance from Leavenworth. That's right. Okay, so St. Joseph, Missouri. Right across the border there, you got Leavenworth. And I actually, last time I drove by Leavenworth, I took some route, didn't know it was going to happen, but ended up driving right by the prison at Leavenworth. And that is actually kind of a very interesting building. Don't know if you guys have ever seen it. Hopefully none of you guys have ever been inside of it. But Fort Leavenworth and the barracks there, the what do they call them? It's not the punitive barracks. But yeah, the prison there is like an old school type of like castle block type of construction. Very, very interesting place. Did I check out the ammo chart? Yes, sir, I did. Yeah, very interesting. I saw the boys who put that together. So we got some Gray Zone Warfare legends who assembled that information. And I guess they actually put on armor and shot each other. So they went through doing some actual, like, real good ammunition scientific tests. Yeah, no, good one to keep aside. I got to find some space on an extra screen that I can kind of keep that on hand and check it out. Tiberius has like 10 skull masks. You've been collecting them up. Get them, Papas. Greetings from Switzerland. Lord 96 coming in. What's going on? All the way from Switzerland. Good to see it making it in, Lord 96. Tiberius, God, I love the Gray Zone community. Absolutely, man. There are a lot of guys who are super dedicated. Oh, he sounds real close. but I don't see him. Let's go get out to the street. Fort Lost in the Woods. Oh, bulldozers. Yeah, I've spent time at Fort Lost in the Woods, dude. That one's another... Like, the base itself is what it is, man. Our Army bases are pretty much interchangeable. But, you know, Waynesville, Missouri is not the best place to have any fun whatsoever. Pretty isolated. That being said, old stomping grounds again, and I'm kind of tied to the place, you know. Did I hear love for the Chili Mac MREs earlier, Tiberius? Maybe not necessarily love, but we were thinking of some ways to blow out the mag dump mode. Yeah, we were talking about just exactly what that mag dump was using to get that happening. Some people said Taco Bell. I think that led us down a Chili Mac track of discussion. Because he is kind of both at the same time straining, you know, having a problem, but also completely blowing everything out. Okay, SR, Tracer, 61. Are we hot on 61? I'll go ahead and pack it just in case. We'll take some 61 with us. Yes, Rolex land. Question. Are the Rolexes more affordable for you since you don't have, like, import taxes and all that? Oh. Oh, crap. They are very close by. Someone's gonna murder me. They see me. Mag dump mode. Here it goes. We get full MDM on these guys. Make it happen. We don't need to be dainty about it either. Just lay on that trigger. Cat2s is in need of a care package. Yeah, Cat2s, have you figured out what's going to happen, man? Like, how are we getting you some food? What's the plan here, brother? You need to get fed before this becomes a dire situation. You got, like, no pizza places open that'll deliver or anything like that? What about Chili Mac within the Taco Bell taco? Oh, like heating up the MRE and putting that inside of your Taco Bell taco? That sounds rough, dude. MDM strain was totally caused by jalapeno cheese. I think that stuff probably can stop you up. But big fan of the jalapeno cheese. Much more a fan of that than the regular cheese. And then depending on the day, I'm either in the mood for the jalapeno cheese or I'm in the mood for the peanut butter. The peanut butter might be one of those things that I pack in a pocket for later, because you can just tear that sucker open and smash that packet of peanut butter straight in your mouth. And, you know, you got a good hit of protein, some fats, some sugar. Like that will sustain you for a good while. Just a small packet of peanut butter. Tiberius coming in here saying veggie omelet was the best, dude. I don't want to do it, Tiberius. I'm going to have to kick you out of here if you keep pushing that misinformation. I think you just woke the gunny out of the grave with that concoction. Yeah. Yeah, not only that, but you're probably going to give the rest of your squad nightmares. Everybody's going to be sleeping with their gas mask real close to them. Mr. Wild coming in. Rats really love that MRE peanut butter. Good for traps. Oh, dude, and we got them out here in Colorado, too. That was the thing about going to the field in Colorado. You know, we don't have bugs, which is kind of an odd thing. I'm not used to that.
Raven dispatched. Moving to Juliet 2.
So we don't have bugs in Colorado. So when you go out to the field, you're not worried about mosquitoes. You're not worried about ticks. None of that stuff. That doesn't bother me. What is kind of weird, though, is that we do have little rodents when you go out to the field out here. And they're like kangaroo mice looking things. Kangaroo mice, field mice type of things. And so what's going to happen is you're going to have your rucksack laying near you as you're trying to get some sleep at night. And you're going to hear the little
ETA,
scritching.
30 seconds.
You're going to hear the little scritching, and you just know that sucker is eating into your bag. And it's going to cost you money because you're not going to be able to turn in your rucksack. You're not going to be able to turn in your TA-50. They're going to hit you with charges. They're going to say it's damaged. I'm like, yeah, I know, man. I took it out in the field. Mice started eating at my bag. I can't really help it. But it's enough to keep you awake. You start hearing that little scratching. McBride coming in. Yo, what's up, McBride? McBride, better.
Get in, go.
Better late than never, sir. Welcome on in, man. Good to see you. How's your day been, brother?
Get ready, we're moving out.
You can do that with the cheese, too. Yeah, your body heat warms it up. It does make it a little better. You get that peanut butter on your body, in your pocket, really, right? You get that jalapeno cheese up in there, and it warms it up just nicely so that when you get a little hole in that package, you can squeeze that sucker out. And no muss, no fuss. You don't have to worry about any crackers or snack bread that's going to gum up your mouth. Tiberius, please tell me you didn't eat the rats. Depends on the size and the health of the rat. Guys,
Approaching the LZ. 1 minute.
rats are a last resort there. Isn't the MRE cheese old government cheese repackaged up for those things? Quite possibly, Thorlu. I kind of feel like it might be powder-based at first, though. It's most definitely, there's not a lick of real cheese in that, for sure. It's powdered. I'm sure it's all seed oil, whipped seed oil, probably. It ain't cheese, but it's still tasty. Mr. Candy, aka Mr. Candy, coming in over on Twitch. When does the new DLC drop? I know you might have been asked, but I'm still curious. I got to give the same answer every time somebody asks. We've talked about it amongst the content creators. The devs have like given us a window, but it's unofficial, so we're not allowed to say anything about it yet. Content creators aren't going to tell you.
My bunghole, it goes. And then sometimes my bunghole goes.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to tell you, man. But it's got to be soon. It's got to be real soon, I think. They don't have an official date, and I think that's because they want to give it enough time for the playtest to happen and gauge how much work is going to have to be done to squash bugs beforehand. Mr. Candy coming in with that follow over on Twitch there. Thank you so much, sir. Welcome on in. We do have a bunch of guesses up in here. McBride coming in saying that rattlesnake is pretty good. I have not had rattlesnake. I have had gator, though. And that thing about it tasting like chicken is kind of true. Like, it cooks up with the consistency of like a chicken. I imagine rattlesnake is kind of that way, too. Does rattlesnake have that kind of chickeny texture to it? Mr. Wild is coming in saying that is a cheese-flavored spread. Yeah, cheese-flavored. There ain't nothing actual cheese about it. For sure. McBride Motorsports was in the snow today. Did you get up into the mountains out there? Tiberius coming in with a guess of the 26th, 27th. Probably not a bad guess. Probably not a bad guess. Bulldozer, for me, the chicken pesto or sloppy Joe were the best MREs. I am with you there, man. The pesto, that was my jam. I love the chicken pesto pasta. I think it came with the really good sides. I'm trying to remember. I think it came with a milkshake of some sort back when they still had milkshakes in the MREs. And that was another one that I could hold off on, man. I packed that milkshake aside for a rainy day. That's a good pick-me-up. Slam a little water in that, drink that sucker up, and you are good to go for another mission. All right, so let's pack the M26 away. 856A1 can pack away as well. BT will start to collect up, and the PP apparently is maybe not that great. Okay. BT, I do want to hold on to this. Very, very good. We didn't use very many meds, did we? I do not think so. Meds are still all full. I got an extra suture kit. Let's pack that one away. And I think we're about ready to run again. We'll do it here. Ghostface Killa coming in on YouTube. There ain't nothing spreading about it either. That's why you do have to warm it up. Yeah, body heat probably the best. If you put it in with an MRE heater, you're going to melt it. It's going to separate. It's going to be nasty. Mr. Wild coming in over on Twitch. So the texture is somewhere between fish and chicken. We're still talking about snake. Between fish
Each
and
and
chicken,
every man under my command owes me 100 Nazi scalps. And I want my scalps.
and I will have my scalps. Sound good? Oh, man. I think we probably can get our 100 scalps this weekend. We got a long marathon of Gray Zone Warfare. It kicked off yesterday. We're going through it today. And then it's just going to pile on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're not going to be done until halfway through this week. McBride Motorsports spent $3K today. Did not feel nice. Dude, what did you spend $3K on? Holy crap. Redneck Atheist coming in over on YouTube is saying, I'm convinced the cheese spread is moistened Cheeto dust. I'd say that's a fairly good guess. You got to like pack it together, right? They got to package it up into that brown packaging itself, that brown plastic packaging, and they kind of squish it all around. Patriotic cookies, milkshake, lots of goodies. Bulldozer, there it is. That's what I'm remembering about it. So that was the chicken pesto pasta. Comes with the patriotic cookies and the milkshakes. Got a lot of goodies. That one, definitely top tier. If you got a sweet tooth, that chicken pesto pasta was the best one. And not to say that I would rat F going through any MRE boxes, but should that MRE box be open, and maybe I can see that there's a chicken pesto pasta in there, that's the one that I'm getting. McBride had a tree trimmer go to my house. Gonna remove our willow tree, maple tree, and a bunch of bushes and trees along the side of the house. Oh, boy. So you had like a serious tree trimmer then, huh? Had to do this all from 1,200 miles away? Yeah, that's not going to be very easy to coordinate. Not from this distance. All right, Gunny, let's see here. I know we're going to need some more green tip as we go back in. I need... How many grenades did I throw? I think I threw one. Let's get that back in. And then, should be about it. Yeah, Tiger Bay was kind of a letdown. That was a little dead. The AI, a lot more manageable this time. Far more manageable. Let's eat and drink. I completely forget to do this every single time. Let's see here. Ghostface Killa. We're talking about the chocolate, with colored chocolate discs. That's right. That's what they call M&Ms, right? Colored chocolate discs. Because you can't come in and say that they're M&Ms. I think technically that they're not M&Ms, right? They get some third party making it. McBride Motorsports coming in over on YouTube. Tango, you sure you never wore a sham shield with that MRE rat effing comment? I mean, little secret, yes, I did wear a sham shield. For a little bit. Yep. I entered basic training as an E4 specialist, my good man. So I know the art of shamming. Yeah, something like that, Ghostface. They can't tell you that they got M&M cookies. No. They are colored candy-coated chocolate discs or something like that. Something real funny. Let's see here. I do like to keep up on the grays. The grays are a pretty handy way of staying both hydrated and energized. Let's see here. Cthorlu coming. I keep on tripping over your name, dude. Cthorlu coming in over on YouTube. I think we will get more floors in Midnight Sapphire to get those sweet, expensive watches at some point. So, I mean, I know that we're getting new areas. Yes, for sure. Right? We've seen the new open areas. What I don't think we've seen yet are the new open areas inside, like, buildings that we've been to already. So top floors over at Fort Nerith, I'm not sure. Midnight Sapphire, we want to see the hotel open up a little bit more. What am I missing? So some other closed off areas, right? I just don't recall if we've seen those in any of the previews yet. Yo, Cooler 675 coming on in. What is going on, sir? Cooler, thank you so much for the overhead cover last time, man. Glad we got you over in the Discord there, which I should go ahead and throw out there. Guys, if you are not a member of the Discord, let me throw it up there. Jump on in. It is a great team that we're building over there. This is how we communicate off stream. Communicate, coordinate, get some great things going on over there. Bulldozer coming in saying, in basic, can't have coffee, but some MREs did. I'm trying to remember what we had in basic. It's because of the caffeine, right? Yep, I remember. They did take the coffee out of there. And you know why I remember? Guys, harken back to our conversation that we had earlier about me and caffeine. I'm a total caffeine addict. Very, very sensitive. So once I have caffeine for like every morning, I become seriously addicted to it. And whenever I get off caffeine, I feel like I have the frickin' flu, guys. I feel like I'm gonna die. So in basic training, they take a bunch of stuff away from you. You can't have sugar. You can't have caffeine. They cut all that stuff out. So before you dig into your MREs, drill sergeants are going to take all that stuff out of your MREs from you. And now I remember coffee was one of those. I was so caffeine deprived the first week of basic training, I thought I was going to die. Initially, I thought it was the shots that they gave us during in-processing, but now I'm pretty sure that was caffeine withdrawal on top of that. I was going to die. McBride coming in saying, I never made it to Midnight Sapphire during the playtest. I do know that there was a new sweet-ass POI. Oh. I think you're still technically under an ND, aren't you, McBride? You can't say what it was then, huh? It was the cappuccino drink mix. Yeah, that one is also not allowed. That's got caffeine as well. But even just the Folgers, I think it was Folgers dried coffee packets. That would have been nice to have in basic training because you can pack that stuff in your lip and, you know, stay nice and alert through the night when you are on guard. McBride Motorsports says, we had eggs, lots of eggs. We had hot breakfast in the field a couple times. Ants added a nice touch of flavor. That's a little extra protein. You know what? The food was not bad in basic training, man. Yeah, they would bring out hot chow quite often when we were out in the field there. So you get like, we would have eggs and bacon, like real good food. Now, the eggs are still Army-style eggs. So that is what it is. But breakfast is the best meal of the day in the Army. For sure, man. I would get those eggs. I would get the bacon. The Army got me hooked on grits. I loved the grits in there. Yeah, good stuff. Mr. Wild, man, so no Murphy drip coffee? Not in basic now. For sure. I suppose that makes sense because if you can't handle a caffeine withdrawal, are you ready for it in the field? Thorlu, that's actually, yeah, pretty smart, right? You don't want your soldiers... It's a bad idea to have your soldiers addicted to anything, which is actually kind of contradictory because, I mean, we let them drink energy drinks all the time. They bring that shit out to the field. You know, once they are out of a training environment, we can't control what they put into their bodies. So they come to the field nicotine addicted, sugar addicted, caffeine addicted. And then if they can't get any of that stuff, they become very, very put off, quite angry. Take your pick as to how that works. But for people like me, dude, if I get off of caffeine, that's much better because then I can go into the field and I can not worry about having any sort of withdrawal symptoms. I can't imagine those guys who can't get their nicotine fix out in the field. That's got to be the worst. And that's why when you take a roll of Copenhagen out with you to the field, you can make a lot of money. You can make a lot of money selling that out or trading it for different things. That's field currency, man. Cigarettes and Copenhagen. Thanksgiving was weird in basic. Bulldozer, you were in basic over Thanksgiving? I feel sorry for you, brother. That would kind of suck. Mr. Wild, Operation Home Cooking. I thought we were going to get smoked after the feast. Oh, Bulldozer, you think they would treat you like that? That would really suck, man. You get a good Thanksgiving dinner in you from the Army, which the Army does Thanksgiving really well. but then they threaten to smoke you. I was like, oh, dude, if I'm just gonna barf this all up, that's not cool. So wait, you guys didn't get issued crack, Bulldozer? No, not crack. No, but I'm pretty sure the boys down the street, they probably got issued HDH, D-ball. I don't know, but they're big dudes with very little to no body fat. McBride says, I'm angry all the time. I just don't show it. So if you were having withdrawal symptoms, nobody would know, huh? Air Force handed out challenge coins for it? For what? For dipping smokes? I was there over 4th of July. Got to see a Ranger Regiment do a sweet-ass demonstration. That's pretty nice. We think it's testosterone that they're on. A little testosterone enhancement there. Possibly. I don't know, man. I was never on the inside. Never got to hear the skinny on that. But completely jacked, bearded dudes running around Fort Bragg. You know exactly who they are. You know what unit they're assigned to. And they have to be all on just crazy sups, man. For Thanksgiving? Okay, got it. Hooked it up for working it or hooked it up for eating it? Getting those coins. I'll tell you where I had the best Thanksgiving. If I can be for real, boys. The best Thanksgiving I had was in Iraq. Those damn contractors in Iraq cooked like 3 or 4 different kinds of turkey. I mean, you had your roasted turkey, you had fried turkey, you had smoked turkey. I'm pretty sure I got all 3. I ate like a freaking king, man. Thanksgiving in Iraq was probably the best Thanksgiving I have ever had. Mr. Wild, again, wasn't joking about Operation Home Cooking in Basic. McBride's giving us the formula over here for what those boys are on. Ooh, boy. Deca helps the joints, huh? I could probably use some of that now. I need some joint supplementation. The knees, the shoulders, everything's gone at this point.
Wheels up for base camp.
Did you guys have to stay up for 2 days before going through reception? Bulldozer, I'm trying to remember. I went through, is it 30th AG over at Sand Hill? I'm pretty sure it's 30th AG. Yeah. You arrive. Gosh, I arrived there super late at night. They started processing you right away. You don't get any sleep that night, for sure. More in processing, haircuts, shots in the ass, uniform issue, yada, yada, yada. I think, yeah, it's probably like 2 days before you actually get to sleep again. McBride, I know some things about some things that some guy told me. I got you, man. I'm going to have to write that down. Biceps bigger than a normal man's thighs. Redneck Atheist, I mean, like I said, you know who it is. So over on Fort Bragg, the training area, it has a bunch of sandy areas. Correct me if I'm wrong, McBride. I do believe it's called Area J, which is the big sandy area that you can go out there and do some good PT running up and down sandy hills. It honestly really, really sucks very badly. But it's a very common area to go do PT. If you go out there and you see some dude
Raven on
who's
station
like
and ready to pick you up.
who's like 6'4", 6'5", beard down to here.
Strap in, we're heading out.
All he's wearing are his Merrill running shoes, his Ranger panties, and his JPC plate carrier, and probably a ball cap. Just hauling ass through the sand dunes. That guy is most definitely an operator, for sure. 30th AG sucks, McBride. I mean, being in 30th AG sucks. It is, it's the most hurry up and wait kind of time that you're going to have. It's a good introduction to the Army, right? That's a very, very solid introduction to the Army. But it's not a fun time, for sure. 30th AG is good at what they do, though. Mr. Wild saying, oof, the peanut butter shot. Yeah, that one hurts. That one hurts, and I was always wondering if that was what actually made me sick. But now that I think about it, in retrospect, I think it may have been the caffeine withdrawal.
Get ready.
McBride was over at 30th AG for 2 freaking weeks. We got our PTs on the second day, but had to walk around in the foot gear we showed up in for a week. Oh, damn. McBride, the CS chamber is around Area J? I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember if it is. I wouldn't be surprised. So Area J was really, really close to the cantonment area.
Approaching the LZ. 30 seconds.
Which made it really easy to get out there for PT, right? Show up, get down to the motor pool, salute the flag, run your ass out to Area J, go get smoked for an hour and a half, puke, and then eat breakfast. Bulldozer coming in, so we pulled up to Leonard Wood at midnight on a Saturday and had to sit and wait because they were closed on Sunday. Drill sergeant wouldn't let anyone sleep. Oh my God, for real. Rough. Oh my God. That wasn't like that for us at 30th AG, but I don't remember what day I landed. It definitely wasn't. It wasn't some day where they weren't doing work, that's for sure. Yeah, that would not be cool if you had to wait. Mystics showing up here. Mystics, what's going on, man? One more night. You got one more sleep. One more sleep. And then it's party time, man. We're going to be doing it. Doing it up. Mr. Wild, yeah, the peanut butter shot is just pure pain from an 8-gauge needle going 4 inches and inserting a high-protein shot penicillin cocktail. It squishes, man. And you get it straight in the side of the ass, don't you? Let's see here. Bulldozer, yeah, we're going to get your MOS now. Mystics coming in. I absolutely hate shots. Shots nowadays, I don't really have a problem with, man, but the Army shots, that is quite an experience. All right, nobody in the tower? Fort Nerith might be dead as well. Let's hope not. 12 Romeo. All right, there we go. We got a fellow engineer here. Bulldozer, very nice. Yeah, 12 Alpha myself here, sir. Feels like a tennis ball. Yeah, man, you feel that thing settling into you, and it takes a good while to work that stuff out. So one of the more interesting stories that I have about needles and the military, I think it may have been during in-processing. I had an Air Force tech who was drawing my blood. And so, I mean, you guys know the process of drawing blood. They have you squeeze the tennis ball, they wrap the tourniquet around your arm, and then as soon as they think that you're ready, they're looking at your veins. They start to poke you with that that open tube, right? The open tube before they start putting the capsules in that draws the blood. This guy had me so wound up that when he got the needle in and kind of let loose a bit, I had blood just shoot straight out of my arm. Almost in a solid stream. It got all over my pants. It got all over the Air Force tech. I don't do very well with that kind of blood either. I was feeling kind of peaked after that. I'm sure the Air Force tech kind of freaked out a bit too. Yeah, I get a little woozy around that. That's pretty nasty. Wild, you had the same thing happen to you, dude? I think you're thinking about the Ritz Epps Trail. Okay, I'm definitely thinking about... I know Ritz Epps. I got the name in mind there, the Ritz Epps Trail. So it's coming to mind, though, because I think Ritz Epps is the gym that's nearby, if I'm not mistaken. There should be a gym nearby called Ritz Epps. I'll bet you that's where the trail's at, right? What the hell, guys? There's like nobody here. Nobody at the front. No bodies that I can tell of either. We might be right in the middle of a shift change. Let's go up and take a peek. Air Force techs are bad with that? I guess so. I mean, if you think about it, Army medics need to have some real solid medical training. Right? They get that, like, real traumatic stuff. So I do love my medics. Medics are the best, man. Air Force techs, they made me spray blood every single time. Mystics, I get a bit woozy with lots of blood. Same. And it's not really like traumatic blood, but but what's the word I'm thinking of? More like clinical type of blood. So cuts bother me, but like traumatic, say like blowing off of a hand, doesn't bother me quite as much. But if it's like a clean sever, for some reason that would freak me out. And I think it's just something about like the clinical nature of it. A clean cut. There must be some type of phobia for that. Okay, we got one dude. Brah. Ah, there we go. We do have some customers here. Few. Let's see if we can get one in on his face. Close. Rang that one off the side of his head, I do believe. McBride, 43-year-old with the body of a 90-year-old. That's what it feels like, man. I'm feeling that. Thorlu coming in saying maybe a server jump is in order. Maybe it might be a server that needs a restart. Possibly. Yeah, let's give this a hot second. We'll see what Fort Nerith is looking like, and then maybe we just head back out and do a bit of a server jump here. Trying to ring one in on his face. I wish I had a mouse that had like finer movement. Anytime I move my mouse around, if I can't get fine enough to where it will just move straight on into where I want it. It will jump just a little too far. Maybe some sensitivity. Need to play around with some sensitivity there. Mystics coming in. Yes, I'm the same way. I caught a mirror. And thought it cut my finger off. And I passed the F out. Ooh, that's rough there. McBride Motorsports coming in. Blood doesn't bother me. The smell of a hospital almost induces a panic attack. Redneck Atheist saying, bro, there's a phobia for everything. I'm pretty sure there's one that covers this one. Hamophobia, says Cthulhu. The irrational fear of blood. So again here, it's not just the blood. The blood itself doesn't bother me quite so much as like that clinical cutting. So it's a little bit more nuanced than that. I got to figure out what that is. Because whatever that is what I got. That, and funny enough, a fear of heights. Guys, I'm a paratrooper, and I have a fear of heights. In fact, growing up, that was probably my greatest fear. This guy's just not going to die. I'm beginning to think he might be bugged. Okay, tell you what. Let's go make a server jump. I'm kind of thinking that might be the right way to go. Oh, they're starting to shoot at me now. Okay. Maybe they don't want me leaving. Or are they not shooting at me? Where's that coming from? The server sounded kind of weird still. Mystics coming in saying, turn down the DPI and adjust. Yeah, so it's going to be... Oh, that's who it was. He was real close. Okay, so we're talking, yeah, I need to turn down the sensitivity a bit. We'll have bigger mouse movements. So I'm going to have to get used to that. Let's see, I can do that with a click of a button here. Whoa, crap. Maybe that wasn't the right button. Okay, yeah, that is way down. And that's finer movement. That was totally on his face, though, the first shot. Don't know why he didn't die. Is there a way to change your DPI from regular to ADS? Because I would like that. If I could do that, that would really help out. Because I want my normal ADS or my normal mouse DPI when I don't have my ADS up. When I go up into scope, though, I need to turn my ADS down. I do have it as a mouse button click, but if it were automatic, that'd be pretty sweet. Maybe in mouse settings, we think we can do that? That'd be cool. Cat2's coming in saying, red is a great color. It hides the blood. McBride Motorsports coming in. Heights didn't start bothering me until recently. Mr. Wild over on Twitch is saying, is it a fear of heights or falling from great heights? So it's an irrational fear of falling from great heights, that's for sure. But being up at those great heights, all I can think about is falling off. Yeah, and then the funny thing is, like I got over that to jump out of airplanes. The Army is really, really good at training you. They can make you do things. Yeah, maybe my DPI is too high for ADS. Is that Leafy Booney camo? Oh, this thing got rated already, didn't it? Sons of guns. Nothing good left. ADS sensitivity is on a slider based off your default, says Orum over on Twitch. Okay, so, I mean, I'll have my base DPI, my base mouse sensitivity, and that's all well and good. What I would really like is to have two different DPI. God dang it. God dang it, he got me. I would like to have two. He got me in the hip. No, he got me in the ass. That sucker shot me in the ass. All right, they're starting to repopulate. This is going to start getting heavy. Where is he seeing me from? I think he's over on the left. Well. Yeah, Nerith is starting to hop here. You set ADS on the game settings. So, okay, I think I know what I want to do then. Because I do have a button click. I do have a button click that I could use to just move up and down on the ADS on my mouse. I need to find out what my good base setting is going to be for when I'm not ADS'd. And then when I am ADS'd, I'll just have that adjusted for my mouse. So I can do a button click and then have a much better control over my longer shots. I'm thinking here. Might be able to work out that system. I'd much rather it be automatic, but if that's not a possibility, we'll try something a little bit more manual. Tango Papa Delta. Something jumped up and bit me. Well, I just kept it running. May as well be a stack of milk crates. Dude, I do need to find some good places to hide out. There's a movie quote for everything. There sure is. Very appropriate for stream, too. Ah, that Green Beret just got dropped like crazy. Yeah, so heights I'm not a big fan of. We got over that. We got over that with some airborne training, but it didn't go away. It still freaks me out, which is kind of odd. All right, yeah, Fort Nerith is starting to hop again. We definitely just got in at a weird time. Mag dumped in the face. Oh, beautiful. Oh, they're all lined up there. Come on. I know those shots were hitting him in the face. Come on. I'm not going to get out of this coma, though. All right, so we need to make it back. Maybe I'll do a little bit of sniping. Maybe I could do some sniping from that tower over there. Got me. But I know that guy should have been dead. I just embraced the knots in my stomach as a new normal when I'm up high. That's when the adrenaline is pumping, dude. That's a little nuts. That's what she said. Wait, that's disgusting. Spending so much ammo to waste these LAFers. Thorlu, that's the way I roll, bro. We go mag dump mode around these parts. Okay. How about How's about we take an M700 out with us? Let's also take some ears with us. Hey, there we go. We got Jameson Kumar coming in over on Kick with the follow there. Kick coming alive. Very nice. That's good to see. What's going on? Thank you so much for the follow. Let's see here. Did I get the super chat in YouTube? Timothy McGee. Let me check. Last thing I got from you, Timothy McGee, as I'm checking my notifications, was the resub for 4 months. So YouTube's been a little weird about things, man. I don't know. Bulldozer, gonna go secure my body. Bulldozer, are you up in the? Are you up in my server now? Nice. Mr. Wild, a little grassy knoll. There we go. I like where your head's at. Okay, so M700. We need some 7.62x5.1. What did I bring over with me? Did I get 7.62x5.1? In the M61, I did. M61. I thought that I had something else, though. There we go. Mystics coming in with the $1 super chat there. No message, Mystics. I do appreciate your support there, though. Thank you very much, sir. Let's see. M62 is by 5.1. Let's take that. We'll take the M61. We got a couple stacks of that. Let's go run it over to Nerith. We'll snipe. We'll get a little snipey over here from Delta 3.
Negative. All birds are currently dispatched.
Negative. Okay, so Bulldozer's up in here. Is that you on the second bird? That is. I see your name. There you are, Bulldozer. Now we just need a functional ghillie, even if it's compact. I would not mind a ghillie suit. I do think that would be...
Negative. All birds are in the air.
That would be a nice addition. Let me see when this next one's going to be available. 20 seconds. All right, we got a little time to wait here. So that was a test. Text didn't get put through. Definitely typed testing. Dude, YouTube is screwing up on that stuff, man. Not happy about that.
Roger. Raven is in the air and heading to base camp.
Yeah, not happy with how YouTube has been handling the monetization stuff. They've been dropping the ball on that, if I'm being honest. If I recall correctly, the other stuff was 5.4, 7.62 by 5.1. I think both of these are 5.1. I'm good to go on these.
Raven here.
Okay.
Head out.
Let's go get a little snipey from the book depository. What
Ready up,
time
taking off.
does Winds of War start and where to watch it? YouTube or Discord? Eduardo coming in over on YouTube. So it starts at 11 o'clock Eastern tomorrow morning. And as far as where you can see it, gentlemen, I'm in a bunch of places. We're going to be on YouTube vertical. We're going to be on YouTube horizontal. We're going to be on Twitch. We're going to be on Rumble. We're going to be on X. We're going to be on Kick. All the places. All the places you can watch it. Yeah, but thanks for asking, man. Let's see here. Thorlu coming in. A ghillie shroud would make more sense than a full suit. I can see a ghillie shroud. Yeah, going up over your weapon. That'd be very nice. Friend to all, do we know what features the new drop will have? Friend to all, we have a bunch of features, dude. I wish I could list it all out. So, in addition to new POIs in the map, new weapons, you're going to have new features like the cops. They're like combat outposts, but they have a different term for it. Capture something, protect, capture. I can't remember what the O is. But they are areas within the map that you can go and capture. It will allow you to do a lot of your logistical stuff there. So it's kind of like
30 seconds.
kind of like a squad or an Arma type of mechanic there. They're making it a little bit more milsim doing that. That's the big thing. That along with PvP zones that will show up on your map when firefights are happening. That's going to be a big thing. They're introducing mortars into the game. That's going to be a big one as well. Basically, a whole bunch of stuff that's going to enable some really cool PvP action. That's like the main focus for the update, in addition to a bunch of other features that they're looking to implement with 0.3. So we got a lot of stuff happening tomorrow. It's going to be great. I said protect your head. We don't want to see cherry pie on the wall tonight. Yeah, I don't have anything on my head. We're going to try to stay out of harm's way. A lot of these engagements should be from much further away, and let me see where Bulldozer's at. He's getting up in there. So Bulldozer's working his way on in. Except TikTok. Redneck Atheist, you are correct, sir. We are still banned on TikTok. We are TikTok bad boys. Not allowed. What I didn't anticipate was it was going to be getting so dark as we were moving out here. McBride, sir, don't let us down. Hey, we're going to try, man. It's going to be a completely new dynamic out there. A bunch of streamers that we can run into, collaborate with. It's going to be a good time. I don't think we should be worried about losing any gear, because I think if we want to get some more gear sent to us, if we reach out to the devs, pretty sure they'll resupply us. At least it's kind of what I'm hoping. So I don't want to get some good stuff and just immediately lose it and then not have it to play with anymore. So I'll have to stay in contact with them. Ghostface Killa, 300 Blackout tomorrow. 300 Blackout is going to come out tomorrow. Yes, sir. Okay, tower is open. Oh, there we go. Boom. Head splody. Yo, One Toe, a 217, coming in over on Twitch with that follow. One Toe, welcome on in. Pull yourself up a chair here. Get comfy. We're going to get a little sniping done over here at Fort Nerith. As long as they never introduce escort missions, I wonder how escort missions would even work. Oh, that was not a guy. Was that a sign that I saw? I guess so. Tripping me out. Okay. Well, looks like Bulldozer may have made his way through quite a bit. Let me go see where my body was at. I think I got shot like inside the doorway there or somewhere close by. I think it was this one here. That's not me there. Where did I die? Was I further down? I was right here. Okay, they are still very close by. So let's be speedy about this. Crap, 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 crap. Still very close by. I need to switch this out for my M4 right quick. Okay, ears, we are good. And then let's move this stuff up. MFAC. Oh, I didn't bring any extra magazines. That's what I forgot. Okay, quick check. We have 4 rounds in the mag. Good thing I checked. McBride Motorsports. I can't see shit in this thing. Dang, I'll be strictly night shift if it's coming out at 10. So, yeah, your time, it will be 10 o'clock tomorrow. So hopefully that'll work out with your schedule, Mystics. If not, man, it's going to be going on for the next 5 days. So I'm going to rock maybe 2 streams tomorrow. We're going to do a morning at 9 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock Eastern. And then probably an afternoon stream to go along with that. So we'll split it up. God dang, this thing kicks like a mule. What was I rocking? Was it the Mosin that was just such a tack driver? Oh, sorry. That's him. Can't be doing that tomorrow. Can't be schwacking friendlies like that. That would be a no-go. Better watch the laptop. Better watching on the laptop. Easier to take the phone to the bathroom for the mag dump. I like that. Yeah, better than the phone for sure. Yeah, this will be good, man. So the next couple streams over this weekend are going to be solidly 0.3. Like I said, tomorrow's probably going to be heavy. We'll do a couple streams, and then we'll just go to like a normal nighttime type of stream. So the normal hours that you guys catch me is when you will find me come Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then, god dang it, I got Thursday and Friday are my normal stream days too. Guys, I'm going to die. I'm going to die from all this streaming. This is Tango's week to stream gray zone. How many subs for a Sunday stream? Oh, we're doing a Sunday stream, sir. Yeah, we're doing it every single day. Cthulhu, thank you so much for hanging out with us, sir. Very awesome talking with you. We will try to make the rest of the evening go quite as well as this first part. And at some point, I will get to pronouncing your name better. I just feel like I stumble over it. Time to pack it up and become a full-time streamer, Orem. Oh, dude. I mean, every day still does not make me a full-time streamer if I'm only doing it like 3 hours a night. Right? I still have my full-time job in the day. And that's a very, very full-time job. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be quitting that anytime soon. Oh, hello. We're all shooting each other now. Who else coming in here? They're not blueberries. They're not on my side. All right, Nerith looks like it is pretty well cleared out. Let's go ahead and move our way up north. We'll get on out of here. Catch me on Sunday, Mystics. Nice. My only day off during the day during this playtest. I mean, nighttime's going to be fine. Like, what kind of nighttime are we talking about, Mystics? What time? Vehicle maintenance has been discovered. Have I not been over here before? No way did I just now discover this place. Wow, that's discerning. That's concerning. Somehow I have not made it over here to discover vehicle maintenance. I don't know how that happens. Ignatus Peveril. Ignatus Peveril. Should we expect a wipe with Winds of War? Yes, 100%. They will be wiping with the new update. So prepare yourself for that. Take this time to go ahead and burn up all your gear. Get out there, do some fun PvPing. Because you will not keep your gear for very much longer. So get out there and have fun with it. Oh, look at these guys. Look at these guys. Boom! Look at that! They had their heads perfectly lined up. I probably should have done a single shot on that so we could see if it actually went through both their heads. But that was definitely a little burst. Oh my god. Let's go grab a little cover. I'm getting out ahead of my skis. Too far out. Tango needs to pull 4 10s here on Twitch. Brother. I feel like I have no time as it stands right now. It's quite some effort to do more streaming sessions. But we're going to do it because 0.3 I think is important to show off here. We're going to have some fun with it. It does mean, though, my jiu-jitsu is going to suffer for the week. Come on, come on! This guy's...
Let me see your war face! Ah! Bullshit! You didn't convince me! Let me see your real war face! Ah! You don't scare me! Work on it!
Where is this guy at? Come on! Quit taking my rounds. Wow. Nice double kill. Yeah, that was a cool one, man. Those guys were lined up perfectly for it, too. That was good. Good thing I forgot my passport. I was thinking about visiting Mexico. McBride, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, man. Did you guys hear that about that streamer that got murdered on stream in Mexico? That happened just like a couple days ago, I think. God, that was horrifying. All right, don't know where the rest of these shots were coming from here. Let's see here. Coming through. I'll be working till 10 p.m., so won't be on till 10:45 or so, sadly. Got you, Mystic. So you are definitely pulling some night shift there, man. No problem, man. The way that the Gray Zone Warfare night shift goes, we tend to raid out to each other. So if you are on there as everybody's getting off, good time to go ahead and get the viewership shuffled over for the night watch. All right. I'm so glad we didn't die during that. That got me a little nervous there. Big Russ 1300 coming in over on Twitch. What's going on, Big Russ? Welcome on in, man. So far, so good tonight, actually. We've been going through to a couple different POIs here in Gray Zone Warfare, and it's been a mixture. Most of the areas have been kind of dead with bad guys respawning in, but we haven't had any gear loss so far. Oh. I might eat it here pretty soon, though. I'm getting way out of cover. Crap. Where does he see me from? Oh, here we go. The mojo is back, guys. Fort Nereth can't stop us. Dude was killed on stream, so actually it was a chick. It was a beauty streamer, actually. And she was in her beauty salon streaming when we assume, Sicario came up and smoked her on stream, dude. It was on TikTok. Live on stream. So people watching her, man, got a front row seat to some absolutely horrible shit, man. It was awful. I didn't see it, by the way. Just the news. Just the news of it. I would not recommend looking for the video. Pretty gory. Okay, where is this guy chirping me from? Is he inside there? Oh, bounced off the stairs. Damn it. Was it Cartel? I think it may have been Cartel. I think that is the speculation. As far as I know, nothing confirmed. So he was in there. That's who I was trying to get. Let's see here. Catching up. I'm just saying it would be harder for me to help you in a Mexican prison. Yes. Yeah, McBride, do not end up in a Mexican prison if you head down there, man. Stay clear of the cartels. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. This requires a safety brief, I'm pretty sure. You need a safety brief before you make any movement like that. Oh no, who's this? Claimer. I haven't seen him running around. Claimer needs to come out and get his body back. Actually, I'd go to Ireland before Mexico. McBride, I think that's the safer bet. Marginally safer, but still probably the safer bet. Lots of real cool places to go check out there. So you said your family came over from Ireland, right? Do you know, like, what part, what county, what area? McBride saying, yeah, thinking I'm going to hit up my old bro from back in the 82nd days, go back to brag. Dude, you just went west. Are you going to go all the way east now? I have been having a hankering to go back to Fayetteville and hang out. Yeah, I've been having that. Ghostface Killa safety brief is a picture of me. Oh, there's the naked guy. He's making his way back out there. McBride coming in over on YouTube. He's retired now, so we can go get into trouble again. Bunch of old farts with walkers. Hey, man, Fayetteville is still a place where you guys can get in trouble at. I don't know if the same old strip clubs are still open. I think they may have closed down Sharky's. So you'll probably have to find some new places, but it won't be too hard, man. Just look for all the obvious paratroopers heading out on a weekend and see where they're going. Okay, he's down. I hear one more. There he is. There he is. There he was. Friend to all coming on. Looking online just days earlier, another woman, a mayoral candidate in the state of Veracruz, was also shot dead during a live stream. During a live stream. Alongside 3 other people? Dude, that is horrific. Oh my God. What is going on with these live stream murders? Absolutely nuts. McBride Motorsports coming in on YouTube. Froggy Bottom's been closed for a while. Yeah, Froggy Bottoms. That rings a bell. County Donegal in Northern Ireland is where your family's from. Gotcha. Yeah, so my family comes from a town called Ballyhonus in County, from a couple different areas. County Mayo and Cork, I do believe. Mostly on the western side of the island. All right, back to the base. We can drop off this sniper rifle. We're not going to need this anymore. So no stream in Mexico. Understood. Mystics, yeah, but I would not recommend it. If you go to Mexico, at least don't get in any trouble with the cartel down there.
Raven arriving shortly near your position. ETA,
You might be
1
able to
minute.
stream. You might be able to stream kind of safer though. Ooh, I'm getting some drone footage over in my Discord. Some nice shots there. I see some mountain ranges out in the back. Very pretty. All right, where is Raven? And how far away am I from the LZ? I probably should get a little closer. This one's kind of tricky.
Raven here. I'm moving out. ETA 30
Accidentally be a little too far away. Yeah, crazy news there. And then what else did I see on X? Because I was thinking, man, if I'm going to be streaming and I'm worried about somebody coming and murder me on stream, I probably want to have like a firearm or something nearby. But then I'm just going to get kicked off of platforms again. So, you know, you don't want to handle firearms on stream.
DLC, hurry up and get in.
There was an X account I saw posted. This streamer who was playing around with his pistol. He was playing around with his Glock on stream. And so, you know, he was like, he was pointing it around his room saying, you know, just acting like a badass. And then he tried to go and clear it, but he forgot to drop the magazine. So all he did was rack another round into the pistol, and he ends up shooting this can of G Fuel that's sitting on his desk. The G Fuel goes, shoots everywhere, and he acts like a fool on the camera and all that. So we don't want to have any NDs while I'm streaming either. That would be very, very embarrassing. Don't want to do that. Mystics coming in saying, I have trouble making it around KC, so Mexico would be out of my level of range. Yeah, I mean, KC, are there areas of KC that you need to avoid? Because most of the areas in KC I've been at have just been kind of like the outskirts of it. Really comfortable kind of suburbs, really. You can hold it up like Landmark does, but if you do anything more than that, it's a ban. And is that just Twitch? because we know I will just get nuked off of TikTok, that's for sure. But I got my other ones. YouTube has a problem if you change magazines. I think that's YouTube's thing. They don't want like any gun parts for some reason. Firearms themselves are okay, but there's something about like loading a magazine, or maybe I don't know. There's something weird about it.
Good to have you back.
McBride Motorsports coming in. Firearms are not toys, goddammit. That type of crap pisses me off. 100%, dude. Yeah, you start messing around with that in any sort of way that is just not completely sticking to the rules. Oh, that's an M2 plate carrier just hanging out here? Is anybody going to take that? Is it all beat up? Did I just find? No, this looks kind of beat up. 69%? Out of what? Out of what? 69. We could probably repair it up to a little bit, but yeah, we'll not scav it up. One report said Kansas City is statistically the highest crime per capita in the U.S. Is it really? So I know Kansas City would be up there. I think St. Louis is also up there. Unfortunately, both cities in Missouri. Those are both bad. Gary, Indiana is just normally up at that top of that list as well. And some other ones. But yeah, unfortunately, like the two main cities in Missouri are up there. Mystics coming in on Twitch saying, maybe stay off Troost, but other than that, you can move place to place just fine. Just move with awareness. The malls are all bad now, so I don't go to them. People were being shot and robbed every 2 days. Damn, dude. Nah, man. So the area of Kansas City that I was normally hanging out at, the parents had a house out on the like west side of Kansas City in Kansas, like Bonner Springs around there. Real comfy area, man. It's like almost rural out that way. Not a bad place to hang out. Commander Sergeant coming in. You tell me not to watch the video, so I go and watch the video. Commander Sergeant, did you really? I told you not to, dude. It is not pleasant. Let me put it that way. She got straight executed, man. It was like 1 shot to the chest, 2 to the head or something like that. Not worth watching if you care about your soul. McBride Motorsports coming in. All of Kansas, stay away. I kind of agree with you on that one, man. So my drive to Missouri from Denver, it just goes straight the lengthwise of Kansas. It is probably the most boring drive in the entirety of the United States. And the place does not get interesting up until where you get to like, I don't know, really like the Fort Riley area. Yeah, pretty bad there. Mystics coming in on Twitch. Let's just say this. Most of my friends that I had growing up have passed to gun violence. So yeah, it sucks here sometimes. God dang, dude. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, bad areas out there. McBride Motorsports convoy through Gary, Indiana. Don't stop. Yeah, and the thing about St. Louis, if you're driving, I think it's on I-70 on St. Louis, heading east. There is a turnoff that's like the last turnoff before you hit the river, and then you are most definitely in East St. Louis. So if you don't make that turnoff, you are turning around in East St. Louis then. Something to keep in mind. Make sure you keep an eye on your GPS so that you make your right exits. Commander Sergeant saw it. Yeah, it's sad. I'm telling y'all, Commander Sergeant didn't listen to me. Everybody else in the sound of my voice in chat, do not watch that damn video of the streamer getting murdered. It's not worth it. Blank Chip asking for the Discord. Let's go. Let's pop it up in here. Discord. Boom. Should be popping up in chat for you guys for the most part. Discord is up there. I see it at least populating over on Twitch. Yeah, there we go. YouTube, it's populating now. If you guys want to start coordinating off stream, hang out with a bunch of cool guys, talk some cool things, post up some cool pictures, it's over there on the Discord. We also have a members-only Discord channel over there, so if you guys do join up, make sure you guys stop in there and drop a note. We haven't been real active quite yet because we have made sure to keep conversation to the general public. But if I have anything specifically for you members out there, and usually it has to do with like perks and that kind of thing, that's where we coordinate there. Let me see if I can copy this in, actually, because I don't see it pop up in Rumble. Yeah, it does not. So here is the link in Rumble. There you go. Yo, Blank Chip, how did I not see this, man? So my alert apparently did not come over from Rumble. This is why, yeah, so I saw the sub on Rumble. I'm still working my alerts from Rumble to come in and get all consolidated here. I just saw it now as I went over there to post up the Discord. Blank Chip, thank you so much. You are a monthly supporter now. Coming in with that sub. Appreciate you so much, man. Rumble is starting to work its way over here. It's starting to join the group of platforms over here where we all get consolidated. So hopefully pretty soon we'll have a little bit more support over here for Rumble. Big Russ coming in with that follow on Twitch. Big Russ, and I think Raceling should have the name come up. There we go. Raceling coming in with that follow over on Twitch. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you. Good to have you all here. All right. There we go, Blank Chip. Okay. So it highlights your chat over there on Rumble. I did not realize that. So as a member of the channel on Rumble, yeah, dude, it bright highlights your messages. That's really awesome. Okay, cool. There we go. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a little bit more consolidation on Rumble. That would be nice. I want some better support. At least now I can see your chat. I at least know that things are happening on chat over there. Mystics coming in over on Twitch is saying, ever since there was ISIS videos floating around in middle school, my brain has been desensitized, unfortunately. Dude, when I was growing up, and maybe some of the older guys in stream here might know what I'm talking about. There were like Faces of Death videos and just like gory internet sites that you can go to. Wouldn't recommend, but you know, kids are curious. I think it was maybe middle school, high school for me. I think the one video out there that traumatized everybody my age was a Chechen soldier who was getting executed. He's a Russian soldier getting executed in Chechnya. That's what was happening, and that video taught me to be very, very careful what you click on the internet. Yeah, always think twice before you click on those videos. Yeah, Mystics, Rumble is coming alive. Here we go, man. I'm really liking this. Rumble's a cool place. Raceling coming in over on a Twitch. Hell yeah. We want all Winds of War. We all want Winds of War. We do. Winds of War coming in tomorrow. Stay tuned. Tomorrow morning, in fact. 9 o'clock my time, 11 Eastern is when we kick off the stream tomorrow morning. Mystics coming in. Welcome in, soldiers. Here we go. We got everybody coming in here. So it has a little tower icon next to your name. I see that. So I guess I need to start working over on Rumble and see if I can get some, maybe some emotes. Yeah, I need to dig into Rumble there. We owe you some good stuff there. I got Twitch built up. I got YouTube built up. We need to take those same kind of perks, move those over to Rumble as well. McBride Motorsports coming in and saying it's Live Leak. Live Leak was the main offender. Yeah, you could see terrible stuff on Live Leak. You could also see like some actual good combat footage. I think that's actually super helpful if you're in the military or thinking about going in the military. There's good stuff there. Mystics coming in. Wait, was that the era of like snuff films and stuff? Yeah, it was kind of snuffy. We're not talking like old school snuff films, but there was some stuff on the internet you just did not want to click on, man. McBride knows what I was talking about with the knife. Yep. You saw it too, huh? Redneck Atheist coming in. Faces of Death, Traces of Death, Ogrish. That was it. Ogrish was the one I was thinking of, man. That was a website out there. Totally bad stuff. Okay, let's see here. So Blank Chip is coming in over on Rumble. You can put custom emotes on. Give us the mag dump. You guys need the mag dump. All right. Mag dump's going to be the first one that I give to you guys. All right. I haven't seen a mag dump in a while up there, guys, and we should have some new people over on Twitch. Throw up that mag dump emote if you're a subscriber over there. I want Twitch to see what that is. That's a new one that we got going on tonight. Mag dump mode. Commander Sergeant. Guys, don't be checking it out. I'm telling y'all. I think a lot of those websites aren't even around these days. All right, let's drop off the M700. We're going to keep that for another rainy day. And the ammo to go along with it. So 62, 61. Good to go there. Refill up with another bit of green tip. What time is it? 1:30 in the morning? All right, we're going to need to go solid with the light laser combo here. Might need to get me another grenade before we head out. And then where's going to be the next place? I think Midnight Sapphire is the last of the big POIs we have not gone to terrorize yet. So double check, make sure that my medicals are straight. They look good. And we should eat and drink while we're back here. Oh no, Mystics. Wait. Can't find Mag Dump, but I found this relic. Mystics, I think you're a subscriber over there. It should be a tier 1 thing. Yeah, dude, if you're a sub, it should have Mag Dump mode up there. It's beautiful. It is a beautiful emote, guys. And you guys have the task to go use that emote on everybody else's channel. Show them the beauty that is the Mag Dump mode. Spread the good word. All right, let's get another gray and a pate. Gray and a pate. Blank chip coming in. Hoorah. All right. I think I've got everything good to go. We are full up on hydration and energy now. And let us go hit. This will be Midnight Sapphire at night. It's going to get interesting.
Denied. All available birds are in flight.
As soon as I can get a bird. Actually, should I come up from the south this time? Yeah, let's try coming up from the south. Everybody should be dead ahead of me there. There we go. Mystics coming in with it. Look at that. Spamming the Mag Dump mode in there. Yeah, with all this stuff I'm designing, it was only a matter of time before we pulled over that poopin' magazine. Let's go. Come on, birds. Open up here. Become available.
Raven, wheels
There
up
we
for
go.
base camp.
Hotel 3, let's do it. Guys, I've been really going slow on the Zevia here. Like, I'm not even through my first can. I usually, like, have 2 per stream. Because I'm used to drinking my Liquid Death Tall Boys. And these are tiny little shorty cans. Mystics coming in. Dude, I have been having so much fun with Star Citizen lately. It's bad. I have been seeing some of those clips, man. That's been looking really good. Yeah, so describe Star Citizen for me, because I've seen like short videos of it, but I've not really gotten into it yet. Big Russ coming in with the gifted sub there. There we go. Thank you so much, Big Russ. That's going on over to Runyova 23. Big Russ, thank you for the support, man.
Raven, wheels down
Redneck
and ready to
Atheist
load.
coming in with those Mag Dump modes over on Twitch. Redneck Atheist is cool to see you on both sides of the house there. Red and purple. All right, so
10 seconds.
it looks like I owe YouTube Mag Dump mode. I owe Rumble a bunch of emotes. Yeah, Rumble, I got to do some work over there for you guys. And then Kick the same way. I'm not even entirely sure that I got a bunch of stuff over on Kick either. I need to plus that up. You guys are seeing
Get
the...
ready. 1 minute.
You guys are seeing the giveaway links there in chat. So the giveaway, we got the Tango Star, the Republic of Tango t-shirt for this month's giveaway. Make sure you guys enter, because I don't want to be giving this away to some randos. You guys get... I'm trying to remember how many more entries for being subs. And I know we got a bunch of subs up in here. So subs, make sure you guys click those links. Get over there and enter to win that t-shirt.
30 seconds.
So it's an MMO FPS in space. You can do anything and go anywhere. It's a Grand Theft Auto type of vibe because you can end up in jail. Really? Interesting. Okay. Tikane coming in with the follow over there on Twitch. Tikane, welcome on in. Good to have you here. Thank you so much for the follow. All right, so we're coming in. We're down in the south. We're down in the south, the southern area of Midnight Sapphire. Okay, on the move. I got someone else in here with me. Who jumped on? Lancer. Oh no! Wait. I'm at freaking Banpa. How did I get over to Banpa? Guys. Guys, did I end up jumping on the same... I did the same thing, man. I jumped on the wrong helicopter.
You know when you've been tangoed.
Wrong bird. Just tango doing tango things. Am I right, Redneck Atheist? Bulldozer coming in saying, I want that coin. Well, there's...
That's what she said.
That's what she said. There's several ways to earn yourself a unit coin. Several ways of doing that. One is to just hang out with us, man. If you're a subscriber here, it's just a matter of time. I keep track on a monthly basis of everybody who's subscribing, and then once you hit that mark, I send it out there. I do need to start making maybe some like target type of things, maybe, because I did send them out to like our top donors for bits and for gifting subs. So I sent those out for the top 3, but I probably need to figure out something to make it a little bit more competitive. Like if we do it like as a monthly top or maybe even a weekly top, that might be a good way to send them out. And then you can purchase one off of the website as well. If you check out TangoPapaDelta.com, they are purchasable out there. I do have to do all that processing on my end, so I make sure that I get your guys' name down in the roster. Throw that up on the website there. Like Mystics. Mystics is 003 coming in. He's got a really low number there, man. We got some people there who've they got single-digit numbers. Brother, if you made targets, I'm only using them at the range. Mystics, I should make some targets. Like some actual printed off targets. That could actually be pretty fun. Raceling coming in. You play PvP? Raceling, we will be playing PvP tomorrow, in fact. The next like 5 days are going to be just all 0.3 PvP. All right, we got off at the wrong bird. So now I need to get one to Hotel 3.
Raven dispatched. Moving to India 2.
What am I doing, guys? Craziness here. Wrong bird mode. Fur Missile's up on Discord. Oh, look at that. We got a Fur Missile wearing a maroon beret. We got an airborne doggy up there. How about that? Yeah, it wouldn't...
Raven arriving shortly near your position. ETA 30 seconds.
Wouldn't be a tango stream without me getting on at least one wrong bird. We'll throw the music back on then. Paper or steel? I'll take multiple. There's probably some place that I can get some paper targets made up, man. I don't know if you guys have seen the Garantham targets. They are hilarious. The one where they have like the little kid, and then they have like the Ron Jeremy looking guy who's holding a pistol to the kid's head. And then Garantham is photoshopped in back behind the Ron Jeremy guy. It's absolutely hilarious. That's something I want to do. I want to make some funny shooting range targets. Mikey, is that what it's called, McBride? Bulldozer coming in on Twitch. Great, because I got a day of birthday party and soccer tournaments. Gonna need something to cure the itch. Ooh, sounds like you got a real busy weekend going on here as well. Yo, Runya Ova is hanging out in chat there. Picking up that gifted sub. Really nice. I do like how Twitch handles that. It seems like they prioritize people who are currently in the stream watching. YouTube seems a little bit more random with that. Just come out with a better version of day-to-day survival stuff, and I'll buy 2 of each. I trust you. we'll see if we can source some things. I still have like ranger panties and patches and stuff that I need to source. So we're still doing work. We're still growing the store.
We're getting close. 1 minute.
It'll take time. It'll take some time to find some good stuff there. Yo, Mystics coming in with the gifted sub, going to Tikani. Very nice, Tikani. Getting it out there. Mystics, thank you so much for the support, sir. So again, you guys are getting some pretty good perks out there. If you keep an eye over on the Rolly thing over on the side there, 10% off over the TangoPapaDelta.com store. We have an exclusive channel over on Discord just for members only.
30 seconds.
And then of course all the usual stuff that you're gonna get. You're working your way towards getting the unit coin as a member of the unit. You guys get your name up on the roster as well. You guys don't have to watch any more commercials. That's a pretty good perk there as well. Redneck Atheist coming in. That doggo is even wearing the beret at a jaunty angle. Yes, he is. That is the way that it is done.
Go, go, go!
Somebody hooked that doggy up in the right way. All right, we are dark. Let's go dark. Got to make sure that I get that on. Okay, we're going to want not my white light. Let's turn the white light off. Red light off. Go full IR. Night vision on. Tango 6. Going dark. Oh, crap. I need to change off my optic, too. That optic is no bueno at night. That means not bueno for you guys who don't speak Spanish. And for those of you planning on going down to Mexico, you should probably learn a little bit of Spanish. All right, actually, which way do I want to go? Let's work our way down this way. I need to hit the second bridge down. And maybe I can get a little snipey with these guys. He's really far away, though. That dropped him. He looked just like a little grain of rice. He was that far away. Okay, is that another one? Ooh, I am too tired to shoot him, though. I should be well outside of his range at night here, though. Okay, he's down. Good. We take care of him before we get out there. Let's see here. Bulldozer coming in over on Twitch. How many coins do you get from your years of service, and which one is the fave? You know what? I may have just been some sort of shitbag. I did not get that many coins. Actually, it's probably an officer thing, right? Officers can exchange coins amongst themselves, but more so when you do good things in the Army, commanders give coins to soldiers. So as an officer, it's more of like a drinking buddy kind of thing, I guess. I have heard of people getting some really great coins out there, man, like SecDef kind of coins. The ones that I have, probably just the normal run-of-the-mill unit coins for my battalion commander. Yeah, I've not gotten anything too high up. I do remember, though, that the one I received from my battalion in the 82nd, it was a bottle opener, which is appropriate for a bunch of alcoholics. How did that not drop him? Yeah, as the AA stands for on the All-American patch there, that is all alcoholics. Remember, if you're in Mexico and somebody calls you Patejo, you know you effed up. According to Redneck Atheist. Dropping those travel hints. I don't know. Is that a curse that would get me kicked off if I said it too much? Would that limit the reach of my video? I don't know how it works if you're cursing in other languages. Or if that's even really all that strong of a curse in Spanish. Okay, they see me. They're far away. These LAF guys have a little bit better range of sight. Come on, knock them down. Let's go grab some cover here. Making a play for a POF rogue. Oh, interesting there. McBride Motorsports, new drinking game. Double shot of Jack every time Tango goes down. Oh, guys. Oh, don't turn this into a drinking game. You guys will be hurting. But there's definitely like a bingo card we can get going, right? If Tango misses a helicopter, or if he jumps on the wrong helicopter, that's got to be on there. Maybe not necessarily a free square, but yeah. We can play some Tango Bingo. Some Tango Bingo for some prizes. There's somebody else out here. Whoop. I'm shooting steel. There we go. There we go. Bingo night. Oh, actually, I'm kind of thinking though. Yeah, bingo night might not fly well with the platforms. I'm pretty sure they would consider that gambling. Sounds like a fun idea, but I'm pretty sure I would get kicked off now that I think about it. Unfortunately. Let me... Crap. Let me look into it. Maybe it's not illegal. Yeah, guys, I'll look into that. That actually sounds like an interesting idea. I haven't seen anybody do it, but that leads me to believe it's because it's against terms of service somewhere. I know that YouTube is like really, really odd with their gambling rules. That's why everything is different for the giveaways on YouTube. Like I can't allow YouTube to receive more entries for subscribers. It's kind of lame that way. We can't even bingo? Ah, I know, Mystics, right? But like I said, I'll do some research into that, man. Maybe it's not quite as against terms of service as I think it is. Ghostface Killer, been there, done that. This is a perfect drinking game stream. Yeah, sorry about that. Unfortunately, it is. Because I do things worthy of, like, having to take a shot. I guess it's entertaining that way, right? Because you know some things are going to happen. It's very likely that I'm going to get on the wrong bird. As evident by, like, the last several streams in a row. So Redneck Atheist coming in over on YouTube saying that Pendejo is somewhere between idiot, a-hole, and just plain old dumbass. Got you. So it's stern, but it's not like censor worthy, is what we're saying. Ooh, I do not like this. This is not an area. There we go. Now I'm up. Yeah, that would be another square. If I fall down a mountain, definitely another square there. Actually, shoot. Now that I think about it, if... Okay, here's how we can do it then. Because the platforms might not allow us to do it, but I could coordinate that through Discord, right? Keep it all offline. Do it through Discord. That'd be one way. McBride Motorsports, nice, I fit all those definitions. Bulldozer, I hope to bring in canted sights in this update. I don't think this update. I'm pretty sure I heard Devil Dog say that that was going to be the next update. Like, not 0.3, but I think on the next one. Ah, dang, he... That guy saw me. I'm just going to grenade out just in case. Just in case we need to mop up anybody else up there. We are getting towards the front entrance of Midnight Sapphire. I should probably keep my head a little bit more on a swivel. Light bruise, light wound. Okay, let's get the Paraset in. Mystic's coming in. Yes, Discord. I think that's the way. Yeah, if the platforms don't let you do it, Discord sounds like the place to do it then. we could play some Tango Bingo. Ah, come on! There we go. Wrong bird, click of death, giving or taking a dingus shot. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need to collect these ideas, because then I'm gonna have to create some bingo cards. Okay. Mill cap, no thank you. Now, the problem is, some of these just happen way too often. Like, the amount of times that I get on the wrong bird is just ridiculous. I don't want to make it too easy. I keep on getting on the wrong bird, though. It's got to be a square. All right, I think it might be getting too light now. Yeah, this is too light. Let's bust these off. Okay, we'll take that off. Let's get the leap off. Throw my... Nope. 30mm rings on the rail. Leap up the butt. Back in business. I'm going to get a little bit more snipey over here now. So, guys, these areas have not been that bad. Ah, forgot keys! Gah! Lampro Peltis coming in over on Twitch. I did forget my keys. Thank you for pointing that out. Okay, so another square there, right? Forgetting the keys. Wrong bird, click of death, giving or taking a dingus shot, forgetting keys. We're listing these all up. Okay. Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder if perhaps there was a little update that got pushed out. When they reset servers, the AI does not seem quite that bad. Not like it was last night. Not like it has been like this entire week. They don't seem nearly as Terminator-y. Much more reasonable. How did I go and forget keys here? No biggie. I'm not going to worry too much about having open doors. We're just going to try to work our way in and start smoking some dudes here at the hotel. Redneck Atheist coming in on YouTube. Hey, Tango, don't forget your keys. Hey, Tango, don't get on the wrong bird. Let's turn off the IR. Maybe even get white light going. All right, there's another friendly somewhere that all these guys are shooting at. This door's open, though, so somebody's been through here recently. Midnight Sapphire might be pretty well closed out. Let's see what stuff we got here. 12 gauge. Well, let's go see what the lobby's looking like then. Because I see dead bodies out front. Doors open. I hear an operator running around, perhaps. Nope. Okay, forgot that I was not on mag dump mode. Let's create that one here. Now we can mag dump. Now we can mag dump. There we go. Was thinking bingo square. Didn't mean to call you out for forgetting keys. Oh, well, no, I did forget keys, but you are correct. Forgetting keys sounds like a great bingo square. Ammo box. There we go. And it didn't loot. Nice. They left it for me. Let's take the M62 and the LS. That LS is going in the butt, man. I want to make sure I get back with that. Coming from the right. Okay. One of these days, I'm going to get over these allergies. Nothing else of value, I think. Okay. Come out. There's somebody upstairs there, I think. But there's no way to get up there. So we shall move on here. Mag dump mode. Just being way helpful after the fact? Yeah. That just seems to happen, though. Like, when your guys is... Oh, wouldn't it be cool if these things actually functioned? They don't, right? Or do they? Do these cameras work in Midnight Sapphire? God dang. Let's see if that bounced off that table enough. This door sucks, man. I need this door to open out the other way. All right, we smoked one. Tell Rick we need real CCTV. Yeah, I'm wondering if those work. We need to test the cameras. I mean, it's got to be. We got what? Restaurant area. That's kind of lobby-ish. That's out on the back deck. Yeah, some actual operating CCTVs would be actually pretty cool. Because it's a little something that you could do to get a leg up on the enemy. And it's not cheating because anybody could do it. But yeah, let's say you get a buddy who gets up in there and can tell you where the bad guys are at in Midnight Sapphire. You could use it as a temporary base. God dang it. There he is. Smoked. I got a little banged up, though. Okay. Hip shot. That sucks. Couple light wounds in the abdomen. Yeah, let's go ahead and back up and we'll pack wounds. All right. Let's go stop bleeds. Yeah, use it as a temp base, regroup, move out. That'd be a good one. Okay, so Tikani's coming in. I'm gonna say no because he was in the lobby area and wasn't on the screen. I'm guessing at this point they are not functional. Yeah. Yep, very good point. I do wonder though, and maybe they haven't thought about this, if they would take those live. I think that'd be kind of neat. And then surely there can be some other areas that would work with CCTVs. Like I think Fort Nerith has cameras around, right? Maybe they give you an area at Fort Nerith that you can check out the security screens. All right, this night at Midnight Sapphire is going far better. Boom. Boom. Love that single headshot. It's probably a set feed. Mystics, I don't even think it moves. Right? I think it's just a... I think it's just an image. Oh, guys, did you see the bullets skip off of the water? That was kind of cool. Oh, no. Click of death. Who had that on their bingo card? How have I never noticed that before? I must be dense. Either that or I've never shot the water before. I did not realize that the water, you actually have like the ripples when you shoot the water. I did not realize that. Stupid me. But those bullets went straight through that dude's head and into the water. That was kind of cool. Mystics, you never noticed that either? Yeah. See? I'm not the only one. Okay, 62. I'll take it. 62. Yeah. We'll come back with some good 7.62 ammo. I need to pull this out a little bit here. I feel like I'm a little too close in. Cameras work both ways. AI could see you coming too. Very true. If they could make the AI smart enough for that, yes. Crap. Got a couple of them moving in. Okay, we're rocking a light bruise. Little hip fire there. Yeah, I could see that working. I mean, the AI can tell that you're coming, but I'd be much more worried about players in PvP. There we go. Finally. Finally getting that headshot. Okay, so I definitely need to go back and think about that dual mouse sensitivity thing. I think that would help out my game. I can see it now. A mission briefing telling you to get X kills as a squad while one member is in a certain room. Got to be manning that camera. Call them out. Ah, man. There's no way they should be running immediately after getting shot like that. That dude should be down. In fact, where did he go? I'm just going to let him... I'm going to let him think about that. McBride Motorsports fell asleep like it was a PowerPoint presentation. Are you calling me a PowerPoint presentation? I've given a few of those, man. I know how to put people to sleep with PowerPoint presentations. We Army officers are very, very well practiced at that. Tiberius, go to bed. All right. Okay, don't need any random baddies shooting me in the back as I leave out through here, so let's make sure the street's clear. And of course, it is not. It is not clear. The power of PowerPoint. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Goodness gracious. Okay, tourniquet that sucker up. I'm going to need to dig these bullets out of my lungs. There's somebody up there. So let's work our way back to cover. In fact, let's get back all the way back to cover here. Okay. Actually, where am I at? Medium wound to the chest. Let's pack that up. Death by PowerPoint, as we call it. That's what it would feel like, yeah. Hey, there we go. Orem coming in with us with the gifted sub over there. Tiberius, there you go, brother. Officially part of the unit there now. Very nice. Thank you so much, Orem. Great support there, my friend. All right, let's dig out some bullets here. Orem, what are you doing, weirdo? Oh, we're about to have a Royal Rumble up in chat here. Raceling, did I disable my HUD? No, I did not. My dirty little secret here is I am streaming on an ultra wide. I've got the ultra wide screen, but I still stream in 1080p. So the sides of my screen, you don't get to see. Like if I pull up my mini-map comes up, but it's very well off to the side. What else? Yeah, my little stamina thing and all the medical stuff comes up to my left. But yeah, so it kind of helps out. You know, there are some streamers who are trying to stop people from stream sniping them. So they do something to cover up their mini-map. I don't have to worry about that. My mini-map is always covered up. But yeah, I got accustomed to stream to gaming on the ultra wide, and I don't think I can go back. This is my life now. My life is an ultra wide. Let's see here. McBride's going to be crashing out after stream. It seems like the perfect time for it, man. Same here. I could use a good night's sleep. I'm going to have to be up and early at it tomorrow anyhow. 11 o'clock Eastern, boys, is the stream time tomorrow. That's when we go live with Gray Zone Warfare 0.3. All right, clear enough here. Yeah, nobody up there. Do I have the Samsung Odyssey? I do believe that's what it is. It's not like the top of the line Odysseys, but it is still the widescreen Samsung. I do have my... I do have all of my equipment listed on the website, actually. So if you go check out tangopapadelta.com, I've got the specifics of all of that. I would say that you can type in hardware into the chat, but I don't think I put my monitor on the hardware. Rumble chat not popping up, is it not? Apparently it is not. No, I did not see the last two things. I think the last thing I saw from you, Blank Chip, was the hoorah. I saw that one get pulled over. Dude, what is going on there? I guess I need to reattach Rumble into my my streaming software. That kind of sucks. So the monitor is there. Did I put it on there? The Ryzen 9, got it. The ROG Crosshair, Dark Hero, yes. My RAM, my 4070 Ti, we got that. The G502 Lightspeed, yes. The G915 TKL. Yeah, it is on there. Okay, so it's the CRG 49-inch. So not top of the line. The top of the line is like very super freaking expensive. The CRG is a good mid-range. But the important part is that it is... the dimension of it is very, very nice. You know, decent refresh rate on it. It's not OLED or anything like that. Nothing crazy. Just a, yeah, good size monitor here. 49-inch. Yes. We are rocking the 49-inch. Big, right? The 49-inch ultra-wide's diabolical. I should probably post up another picture of my setup in Discord. You guys can check that out. It is... yeah, one large, long screen on bottom, and then I got like a couple 27 inches up above. I do have a lot of screen space.
Get ready, we're moving out.
There we go. Good timing here, gentlemen. Closing out successful runs over at Midnight Sapphire, Fort Nerith, and... Midnight Sapphire, to say that? Tiger Bay, Fort Nerith, and Midnight Sapphire. Did it all the way around. Guys, we got the links in there for the giveaway for the month of May. Make sure you guys enter in there, because like I said, I do not want to give these things away to any Joe off the street. I want you guys up in chat to be the one to win my merch. So we've got the Republic of Tango t-shirt up in there for the giveaway this month. Make sure you guys get in there and enter. To all the new gifted subs out there, you guys head on over to TangoPapaDelta.com. You guys get 10% off of any merch over there. Plus, join the Discord. Let me go ahead and throw that link up in the Discord here. Discord. Does it work if it's all caps? There we go. Make sure you guys get on over to the Discord. Join up over there. We can stay in contact. Other announcements. I think we're good. Tomorrow morning, come on back. Tomorrow morning at 11 Eastern. That's going to be 9 a.m. my time out here in the mountains. We're going to be kicking off our stream, our early morning stream for Gray Zone Warfare, a Winds of War. And then we're going to be hitting it again in the afternoon. So if you guys can't catch me in the morning, catch me in the afternoon here. Gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out. 12 hours from now to be exact? Actually, yes, that is correct. Exactly 12 hours from now, we will be kicking it off live here. So I expect every one of you to be back up in here, and we're going to enjoy some Winds of War together. Hey, Blank Chip, Rumble just came back through again. There we go. Very nice. That's awesome to see there.
Approaching the LZ. 1 minute.
Yeah, come to the Discord and see a sharply dressed doggo redneck atheist. Very nice. Tiberius is going to be sleeping. You'll be able to catch it at some point, though. Like I said, we're going to be at different times during the day. If you don't catch either stream tomorrow, we will be coming back at our normal time, though. So at this time, we will be back again for Sunday through Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday. I'm streaming all freaking next week. It's going to be a marathon, guys. All right. That's it for tonight. That's all I got for you guys.
0 seconds.
I'll see you all in the morning. You guys take it easy. Let's come back for some Winds of War.